Your eyes water and your skin weeps as the heat of the subterranean shrine steals every ounce of moisture in your body. The dense haze of ash leaves your lungs empty and your head hazy with memories of clear skies and clean air. Your pockets are heavy with the spoils of your revenge, at least. But some of you still have questions that need answering, and all of you are no less disturbed at the presence of a dragon cult beneath the surface of Cauldric, where you expected only the petty theft of bandits or greedy nobles. All this and more sees you glad to begin trekking back up the stairs into the home of Theoden Vinfallower, a man whose earthly tether has just been burned away, likely along with his secrets.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
welcome back
to the Kraken.
We've been discussing how to deal with the Kraken that doesn't exist yet.
It exists under this table.
You heard it. He said yet. It means it's coming.
I did say yet.
Oh, no.
Roll to seduce.
Now that
Dragon.
chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, we rejoin our ragtag group of adventurers as they begin moving back up the steps from the secret underground lair found within Theoden Vinfallower's estate.
The mayor.
Well,
Yeah.
the former mayor.
That's right.
His campaign never got off the
You
ground.
said it. That's canon.
He technically was the only one with votes.
He was.
The murdered mayor.
Yeah. 5 votes right here.
I will say I am still disguised self as one of the guards.
Okay, so which one did you decide? Because I
It was
think
the
last
one that
time
we,
you were up in the
met
air about it.
at the gate that we told to go away.
So the one that followed you guys towards the house, not the one that stayed at the gate. Because one of them stayed at the gate.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
the one that stayed at the gate.
Well, no,
So the one that
of them-
stayed at the gate is who you are then.
One stayed at the gate, one came with us in the house. When we
Yeah.
went into the tunnel, the one that came in the house, we said, go back and get your friend.
Yeah.
And let him know
I was
what's
the one that
happening.
stayed at the gate.
Because he was like excited about.
Yeah, but I figured staying at the gate was
As
the
he
one.
should have been.
That's who I was.
True.
Yeah.
Everybody died.
Yeah.
So you're the one that stayed at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
We're gonna have a Spider-Man.
I hope this doesn't.
Yeah,
I hope this doesn't matter.
Well,
before we leave, I want to take some of their masks
their
with
race
me.
mattered earlier.
Okay.
Like as evidence.
There are
There was 4 people.
3 masks. There were 5 people. 2 of them fell into the lava.
Oh, that's right.
So there's 3 masks?
Yeah.
There are 3 masks.
Yeah, I just took
And-
them away. I just want to make sure that if anybody's like, what happened? Be like, we were
Make-
attacked by dragon people.
Go ahead and make an investigation
They're
check
like, I
for
don't
me.
believe you. Well, look at these.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me real quick.
8 dice.
When does
Oh, first roll of the game.
A 3.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
when
Guess
does
we're dying
disguise
today.
self drop?
Yeah, all the masks, they're a little different, but you don't... It's lost on you. Like, there's probably some significance here, but you don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their evidence.
Okay.
So, are you taking one, all 3?
All 3.
Okay. The 5 of you make your way back up the stone steps
In the cold.
with a speed that would be that's somewhat unbecoming of someone that's as tired, as worn down as you all are, just because this area underground where the lava burbles up has deprived you of so much moisture, clean air. You just want to get to the top. You want to get out there. So you come bursting out of the stairway, and standing directly in front of it is the guard that you sent to get help. He's looking quite frazzled, and has his blade half drawn, but is kind of looking beyond you. Where's Theoden?
Or's gonna shake his head.
I'm gonna.
What does that mean?
He didn't make it.
Am I to trust you?
You can
You
go
take
down there
me for a
and,
fool.
and look yourself.
I'm covered in lava burns,
What's left?
like all over my body, and I'm like, I tried.
We tried everything we could, but they killed him.
Who's they?
The people who are dead down there.
Some dragon cultists and a pit of lava underneath this place.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I be kind of
That's
looking?
a 10. I rolled a 10. These dice are going to jail.
At least it's a
He
10.
draws his blade the rest of the way. He says, "Look, I like the old man.
Me
So did
too.
He's a good person.
He was.
If I'm to believe he truly met his end, at the very least, I'd like my coin.
How much did he owe you?
100 gold.
I want to inside check that.
I was about to just give it to him.
It's 18.
He might be embellishing the number.
How much did he really owe you?
I'm like counting out 100 gold.
It was 10 gold a head. He paid well. My friend is owed as well. But, I would like...
a little bit. He went from 10 to 100.
Yo, man died, and you're gonna try to swindle us?
I've learned to make the best of any situation.
That's fair.
Has it been an hour? Does disguise self only lasts for an hour?
Oh, it has definitely not been an hour. It's been a few minutes.
Okay.
So you're fine for now. But if this secret's gonna stay with me, then maybe I am owed 100 gold.
What's secret?
What do you
What's
even
secret?
know?
You all came in the middle of the night, told me Theoden was in danger, went down there with God knows what, and he's not here.
I mean,
It
He's-
puts a
he's
lot of
down
suspicion
there.
on the 5 of you. Now, I won't fight you. I'm not that stupid. But I think that my silence is owed a bit of coin.
Or's gonna look to the people who took the most money.
How much do you want?
I'm gonna pay him. I'm
Mr.
gonna
Polly.
pay this guy.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
before.
Let's just
anybody-
say the original 100 gold, but I'll take that twice. My friend outside, of course, is gonna keep his lips sealed as well.
Does he
Does he not recognize?
not recognize me?
Oh shit, that's right.
Looking at him.
Yeah. He's,
Meet my friend here.
he's mostly been chatting up
Yeah.
these two. He didn't notice you because
Yeah. So, hey,
his
bud.
friend is a dwarf and he's fairly
Yeah.
short and he kind of like looks around. What are you? How did you?
Yeah, I'm sneaky. I already got my gold, but I can give you yours.
Make a deception check.
Oh, my dice. Can you give me my dice?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
22.
Well, that's fine then. If he's been paid, I'll just
Yeah.
take my 100.
Great. I'll give him 100.
What'd you see down there?
A lot of lava and just, everything they said is right.
How'd you get down there so fast?
I know a secret passageway.
Uh-oh.
Make another deception check. The lies are stacking up.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Wow, I don't
fancy
know how I
dice
did
roll.
that. What?
10.
Roll again.
It's
Uh-oh.
tied.
15.
Yeah. You sure you didn't get paid more than me?
I'm gonna
Oh,
take
you
a.
twisted my
I'm
arm.
gonna take 100 gold and just like put it in this guy's face. I don't want to play around with this guy anymore.
Well, now I'm to believe you're in cahoots.
Cahoots with who?
Can we go or not?
We don't answer that.
He works
He's
for the
a
old man.
guard.
He doesn't have a job
I
anymore.
am very hurt.
And Or's just
Let's
gonna start leaving.
go.
He's just gonna walk out. He's gonna be like,
See you
okay, cool.
later.
We are
I will give-
unemployed now.
Look, at the very least, Did you find the stolen gold? I know there was a lot of
Yes.
people saying that they thought Theoden did it.
We did find a lot of the stolen gold. And I don't think it was Theoden. It was the cult that we told you about.
So what are we going to do with it? He kind of whispers in a hushed voice to only you.
What are we gonna do with it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know that there's much left. A lot of it fell into the lava. In the fight. Got knocked around.
I'm not sure how much I can trust you anymore, friend.
Well,
Turn out your pockets.
I don't know where this gold lives, so I don't know if when I do that he will see it.
I mean, where he wants you to empty whatever you're carrying, wherever your gold would be.
I don't want to do that.
Also, you have to stay with this guy.
Or is
No.
meditating on the wall outside.
Didn't think so.
There's a wall around this dude's house, right?
Yeah.
If Or was allowed to leave, he's like perched on top of the wall, just like cross-legged, just kind of like taking in the night air. He's
Okay.
he's waiting for the other people, and he's like,
Make a perception check as you do this.
I'm gonna try and just give him 100 gold.
Okay.
Right,
Here.
whenever he does that.
He takes it.
No, I got it. I'm like, are you here? Like, take it.
Yeah,
and
he-
go.
I'm
takes
gonna,
it,
Go.
You all are fine to leave. I'm talking with my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us.
I want to try to sneakily
You're half right.
cast thaumaturgy
I'm gonna join.
and make
We're
the
on the
ground tremor.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
it was 22 for my perception.
17.
Okay. You kind of put a hand behind your back as you're leaned in and whispering to your friend. You move your wrist in such a way that the spell goes off and the floorboards begin to creak.
I'm gonna grab him and say, I think it's the lava. We have to go. We'll discuss this later.
Oh,
Come on, let's
all
go.
right.
We have to get you out. And I
He starts coughing just
Yeah.
as like sort of he's like worried about the smoke that's coming out.
Yeah.
He's like, should I be breathing this?
No.
Oh, there's no time to think about that. He's like,
And this
He
guy's
rushes out.
human. This guy's human because you said the other guard's a dwarf.
Yes.
Okay.
You just
Yeah.
placeboed this guy.
yeah, I'm gonna like
That was
get him
awful.
ahead of
He
me.
starts coughing.
That's his
and,
fault.
like,
The empty
run
is a
him
hypochondriac.
Okay. The two of you and the four of you are now out of Theoden's estate into the larger area. As you exit, make a perception check for me.
I would like to drop. Before I do this, I'm planning to drop disguise self as soon as he is in front of me far enough to where like he's out of my sight.
Like he's not looking at her, like he's
Yeah.
running out.
But I'll still make a perception check. 8. I know what you're doing. It's 8.
Yeah. He gets out far enough ahead of you. What did you roll in your
22.
Okay.
Okay.
As you're perched on the wall before everyone's all running out, you see the beginnings of daylight. It's not quite sunrise yet, but the morning mist is beginning to be sort of burned off by the sun's rays over the tops of the hillside off in the east.
So you would say it's dawn.
It's pretty close.
Sick.
Get some stuff back.
Another thing that you notice is that the dwarven guard is still standing at the gate, and as you notice this, everyone is rushing out of the house. It draws his attention, and he begins to turn around. At which point, you change back into Rexus, and the guard that you all are following sees the other dwarven guard. How did you? I thought you were dead.
Who, her?
I've been here the whole time.
Make one more deception check with disadvantage.
Can I give her help?
I'm making this guy think he lost.
How are
his
you
mind.
helping her?
By saying like he's been here all the whole time.
Straight roll then.
I already rolled 2.
What was your first roll?
She rolled him at the same
Rolled
time.
them at the same time.
Okay, then re-roll just one.
That was the 17th. 21.
Perfect.
I rolled a 3 and a 17, and my second dice that I rolled was 17.
Whatever. Just get the hell out of here. Be quiet about it. I don't want anyone sniffing around. We're gonna hightail it out of here. Don't need anybody putting any suspicion on us.
Who's gonna be the new mayor?
Yeah.
He wasn't the mayor.
Can I try to pickpocket him while they're talking?
We don't have a mayor. As he's like,
I'm gonna be like, I totally thought he was.
I am shocked in my very core.
make a sleight of hand check,
Okay,
Sully.
Thanks.
is the other guard like with us now?
He's like walking over towards you at a hurried pace.
No.
Okay.
What if you
Natural 20 for a 30.
You take this guy's underwear off his body.
He runs off naked into the sunset or the sunrise.
He turns around to face you, looking directly over you as you're crouched, and he goes, "Must have been the wind." you get your gold back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what you were after.
crazy. Wonderful.
You get your gold back plus 10.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
And what were you saying, Morgan? I'm sorry.
I
It
got
was
her
a
gold
stupid
back.
thing.
and his
nothing-
200 that they gave
You
him.
can still say it.
100.
So you got
She gave him
210.
100.
I thought you did.
Only I gave him
I
100.
gave him 100.
Yeah, y'all both gave him 100.
Oh, okay.
So you got 210 gold.
Nice. Make him out.
And this man's doesn't share.
No.
So
Might.
the five of you rush past the two guards that now sort of reunite, and as you're moving into the distance, you can kind of overhear their conversation. The taller one is talking to the dwarf. He's like, "How the hell did you get back out here?" And then, like, before they can even, like, you can even hear the answer, you're off in the night.
We're beyond.
Where are the five of you headed?
We gotta rest, right? Like,
I mean,
We
you don't
gotta wait-
have to,
we've
but
been awake.
Well, we slept in the courtyard for a couple hours
Right.
under the sleep
It was
spell.
2 hours.
Yeah, because I rolled a 2.
And we've been awake for, I don't know.
I don't know.
That was yesterday at noonish.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you're
Now
approaching
now it's the
exhaustion
next
at this
morning.
point.
I don't know if you pulled all nighter lately, but
I have.
You guys
That's
are
funny,
approaching
boy.
exhaustion for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have money for rooms now.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the fanciest hotel in town.
We could sleep here.
In Theoden's house.
In an empty house.
I don't know. Did
Nothing's
y'all see
stopping
what was
you.
below it? Like, I don't want to sleep over a lava bed.
Yeah, the HSA is not going to be happy about
No.
that.
Yeah. All right, let's go post up at the inn, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys move back to the Red Haven Inn, where you'd previously met Nays for the first time. As you enter, you see some guests who are actually just waking up. The sun now beginning to move past the hillside in earnest. The bright sunlight is a bit harsh for you, considering you've spent all night awake. And you're so accustomed to the darkness now. There are some guests moving about the inn, but there is the same familiar innkeep behind the counter, as well as a particular dragonborn curmudgeon who has now woke, has all his belongings with him, and is making arrangements with the innkeep to check out, it appears. You all enter. He turns to you. Have you been out all night?
Yep.
Any progress to speak of?
You probably say that.
I don't remember who he is.
He's the one who translated the thing
Translated
for
the
us,
thing.
but
Got
he
it.
also had his money stolen.
Got it. Okay.
So wait. You found it?
No.
What?
You found the stolen gold.
I got my stuff back.
No.
Stolen gold.
I'm not gonna.
I got my stuff back.
I'm not gonna be able to lie.
We found
Yeah.
the people who stole it.
How much?
We
Yeah.
killed them.
I think they have the rest of it. Or it's gonna point to those two.
Yeah. Oh no.
Sully's going to literally turn on.
He follows your eye line for a second, realizes nobody else is coming in, and he looks back at you. Listen, kid, I didn't have much, but it's supposed to be enough to get me on my way. If
How much is not much?
25 gold, that's all I had.
Oh, yeah, I can spare the 25. I'll give him 30.
That was his gold.
With a little win.
Yeah, I can spare
your
I
gold.
can spare your gold.
Plus, here's a tip.
How much gold do you have on you?
That's not the richest thing.
Oh yeah.
30 less than what I already have.
Which is probably like 500-ish.
30 less.
Yeah. He kind of watches as you count out the gold.
No, I didn't count it out. I just put my hand in my pocket.
I mean, he sees like how much it is, but don't worry.
It was 1,400.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, he's got 2,000, so I figured
It's a
that you
lot.
had a lot too.
Like 825, you guys.
I mean,
I'm balling.
I'm at
somebody had to
350.
take the money.
The most gold I've ever had.
Because I spent
As
some
he
of it on
takes the
name of
gold,
this.
he says,
It's true.
"Listen, I'm not gonna press the issue,
Good. See you later.
but you should consider doing the right thing.
Oh, we would definitely do the right thing.
A lot of people lost their money, and I'm sure they'd be happy to see it returned to them."
We have all the intentions of doing so.
Yep.
He turns to the innkeep. "They found the gold. It's not my problem anymore." And he begins to leave the inn. You see him pop the 30 gold, like one at a time, counting it into his coin purse as he exits the establishment.
Mine's in my bag, so they don't know.
In your bag with a face on it.
Yeah, I'm just a kid with a bag.
The innkeep looks out upon all of you. "So, yeah, are you looking for rooms?
It's been a long night.
I take it you've been out all night. I remember seeing you just as the sun was going down. Might be hard to get some sleep with the sun up now.
Oh,
But I
don't
suppose
worry
I can
about
offer you the same rate, seeing as you found everyone's gold. And you know what? Half off, just for the 5 of you, for helping out the town.
that. Awesome.
We've been here for quite a while, and I appreciate some wanderers coming into town and helping us out.
That's so nice of you. You had no reason to do that, and we really appreciate that.
Well, I did, because you're gonna return the gold, right?
Yes, we are definitely going to return the gold.
That we have on us.
My advice would be to take it to the nearest God's Tower. There's one near the, and he begins like pointing out like which roads to take to get there. It's like, by all means, get a full night of rest. Perhaps, being that it's daytime, I can. Jeez. Oh, somebody's revving a
it's
truck
at
outside.
yeah.
The Cajun Dome.
Oh yeah, it's monster truck show.
Oh God, it's a
Yeah,
monster truck
yeah.
show.
We've been hearing
Oh.
them
2
since-
blocks away.
We've been hearing them since Monday.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah.
Welcome to the Monster
Yeah.
Truck Constructed Chaos Stream.
Wednesday.
Oh my God.
I was wondering if that's what it was.
Being that it's day now, I'm sure I can fetch a guard from the guard's tower.
Let us sleep first, please.
Well, you're under no duress.
Yeah.
I'll let you sleep. After all, you are paying at least something for the rooms. What kind of guest would I be? What kind of host would I be?
Shitty
Anyway.
host if you're a guest.
A room for each of you. Let's say 3 gold pieces.
Each?
No, total.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, I'll give the 3 gold.
Or was about to be like,
Okay.
some freaking discount, bro.
Right.
3 gold each?
I do not understand the obsession with money.
Do you have bigger rooms that we could all stay in?
I do. They're worth about twice as much.
That's fine. At least we could all be in the same room.
All right.
I'll sleep on
another
the floor.
3.
I don't care.
Another 3 gold then.
Are you giving me
Okay,
the
yeah, I
figure?
got the 3 gold.
Running a little low.
Oh yeah, I got it.
I'm messing.
Sully's
I think
hands
Brett's
don't
doing
even
it.
move towards his bag.
Oh, we know.
Got it.
All right.
Yep.
So
To ask you.
he gives you directions
Like
to
asking
your your established place of rest, and you guys find it well enough. The larger rooms are very comfortable. Plenty of place to spread out. Lots of room to take out your gold, count it into nice, neat little stacks, just to know exactly how much you have. And then, whisk yourself off into a nice little sleep.
Are we gonna take turns, like watching?
Watching the door.
I mean, we're definitely gonna get robbed.
You're all in
right?
separate rooms.
Oh, I thought
No,
we paid
no,
for
you
a
paid
big
for a
room.
big,
Oh, you
the
paid
big
for
ones
a
that
bigger
were
room.
that were
For
all
all of us,
that we can all
yeah.
be in the same
Got
room
it.
together.
And he
Okay.
said, at least we're all in the same room.
Oh, right.
I need not sleep. I just need to be motionless for 4 hours.
Okay.
That's weird.
maybe don't share all of the things.
He just sits in a corner like,
Yeah, that's what I was honestly thinking.
Or it's gonna be like, we appreciate your sacrifice, and then immediately like crumple onto the floor and fall asleep.
I grab a chair.
There's a nice rock in the corner for you to sleep on.
I just grab the nearest chair, bench, and put it in front of the door, and just.
Or's gonna Patrick
love
that
it.
rock and sleep under it.
Nice.
do you have a bag of holding?
Make a perception check
That's his
for me,
back with the
Naze.
face on it.
I might just give you my gold.
Oh.
Except
I'll be the
for-
bank.
Yeah.
Except for the money that I
24.
started with.
Okay, yeah.
Smart
Yeah,
move.
well, except for the 20.
Over the course of the day, you hear plenty of hustle and bustle downstairs, down the hall, people getting up, leaving, coming in, checking in early. With a 24, you can even hear the innkeeper kind of like already spilling the beans every now and then. Like somebody comes in and he's like, "Oh, I meant to tell you, they found the gold. They're gonna be bringing it back to the guard's tower. I told them where to go. You should expect to be reimbursed at some time in the next few days."
You just hear Naze's voice in his head, his consciousness. Well, shit.
Yeah. Did we actually, as a group, decide that we were giving the money back, or we just been telling?
Or only
everybody?
took what was his and didn't care about the rest of it.
No, we've just been kind
So
of.
you and I are the only ones that took
Yes.
more. Cool.
That's why Or's like, I think they have, because that's true.
I took some just to take some, but I was like, I don't really care about gold.
I don't even know.
I don't
what
even
we
know.
had
Yeah, I don't even
at
know
the
what
beginning.
was mine.
Each of y'all had like 500, I think.
I thought we
I
spent it,
used
though.
some of
Well, I
it.
mean, you could have,
Yeah.
So,
but whatever you had
I
left
think
over.
I had exactly
I think
350.
I took 500, and then I got 5.
I had
from
2010.
Looks at current inventory. Oh my god.
What a great year.
Yeah, I just didn't delete my gold. I just knew, like, I just made a mental note that I had 0 in case, and if it ever became relevant, I would have
You like
deleted
that,
it.
buddy?
But
For anyone joining the stream now, I'll remind everyone since when we started, I'll probably cut that bit out later if anybody's watching later. We have a new puppy. Her name is Mabel. Her and our other dog Fritz like to play. So at some points you may hear kobolds growling underneath the table.
It's nap time now.
Oh, it is nap time now.
Mabel's.
So I think they'll be okay.
She's passed
Aw,
out.
so
but
sweet.
When
Sleepy
she
puppy.
wakes up, you know.
And speaking of sleeping, you all get a full night's rest.
oh, rest button.
Long rest.
We can never come back here.
No.
Absolutely not.
Can't.
You wake in the late afternoon as it's hard to
That
sleep
guard's
through
not
the
gonna
full
keep
day. The sun is still high enough in the sky that you have quite a bit of daylight left to burn. But you feel well rested, rejuvenated, and ready to make the trek over to the guard's tower.
Yeah, as soon as everybody starts waking up, I'll let them know. The innkeeper was very busy. He likes to talk. The town expects us to return the money.
Oh, good.
Yeah, as we should.
How long is the long rest?
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay.
And you went to bed like at sunup, so
It's almost tomorrow. It's almost time for next long rest.
Yeah.
not quite.
It's almost time for second sleep.
We've completely messed up our circadian cycle.
Not his.
So
He's still on track.
what is everybody doing at this moment?
What are you?
Or's getting ready to be like, hey, let's guard's tower, right?
Yeah.
When we wake, you see Sully, except his skin is like a deep purple color. And he hasn't noticed yet.
Hey, man.
What?
You're looking a little purple.
Are you
kinda-
breathing?
Are you dead like me?
Oh no.
I'm gonna go over and put it lay on hands you for a point.
This
She smells like.
this has only happened once before. It'll go away. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
I don't know.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Okay. That is 21.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Okay.
I just look at you and go, "You're weird."
This dude.
As long as you're okay, then
Yeah, I should. It doesn't hurt that I know of.
Does
That I
seeing
know
your appearance this way make you a bit nervous?
Yes. Only because you can definitely tell he has no idea how he got that way.
Then I'd imagine your hair begins to shift as well, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
Can I?
how long did it take for this to go away last time?
You know, I don't really remember. Maybe a couple of hours.
So it's your skin and your hair
So
that
far.
are turning purple.
Yeah.
I don't want to ritual cast
Would
detect
any
magic.
of
That's
us
10 minutes.
know what
Identify. You
changelings
can
are?
identify.
No.
Make
My
a
opponent self is
nature
fine.
check
'Cause
for
I
me.
feel like I could. Since I came from a place where people always disguise themselves, that maybe they would have heard tales of.
Becoming
Maybe.
Barney.
It's a stretch. Maybe. Yeah, it's a no. I mean, where you're from, it's mostly tieflings and the occasional other species.
I was like,
I would probably.
well, his
Man,
cologne
I don't
is on her
know.
head right here.
Can I just make an Arcana check to think if it's any kind of magic?
Sure.
You know? Okay. I was like, I don't really want to sit here and ritual cast detect magic for 10. It's a nat 1.
You are familiar mostly with the magics that prolong and extinguish life. This is not one of those.
Well, you're not dying.
Or's gonna
As you say that, though, he starts to look a little older.
poke your skin and see if it does the thing like when your skin's like sunburned
Oh yeah.
and it's like
the blood rushes back to it.
Which is perfect.
How old are you?
11.
Are you sounding like an old man now?
Right.
is this a Pinocchio situation? The more you lie, the older you get. Like,
Oh God, I hope not.
You look quite a bit older than 11.
Oh,
Deary me.
do your joints
that's
hurt?
weird. Yeah,
Is this a
all
Benjamin
the time.
Button
But that's,
situation?
you know,
That's not normal.
it's not.
Mine don't hurt, and I'm older than 11.
Maybe we should seek out some professional opinions here. What do you think?
No, it'll be fine. Just let's do our thing. The guards tower or whatever.
Did this happen the last time?
The age is new.
And you don't remember how long it took for this to go away?
No. Who are you?
You want to put her in her kennel?
I'm just
It is
kidding.
My name's Or. Your parents,
Yes, I knew that.
your parents must have given you a wonderful name. Name myself.
We have the same conversation again.
Just repeats.
Okay. Well,
But
let
Or's
me
too polite to
let me
tell
let me help you
No, I'm
down the stairs.
okay. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Okay, let's go to the guards tower. Or's gonna like kind of hang back and keep an eye on Sully, but
So
Okay.
here's the thing. We keep saying the guards tower. What about the bard? You all forgotten we were all put to sleep. Oh, we killed the bard.
we did.
Yeah.
We totally
Yeah.
killed the bard.
Yeah, you had a moment where you basically just snuffed her light out.
Yeah, no, yeah.
We left none alive, baby.
You had, you were seeking vengeance.
Yeah, I was upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you will know death, and now she does.
Yeah, she did. No, that's right.
She did.
Yeah.
She learned. She met him. Great guy.
Great guy.
Very embracing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Doesn't know how to let go. Anyway, you guys begin making a move downstairs and out the door. As you do, sort of a weird. It's uncharted territory for the innkeep, right? So you guys just kind of make your way out. You return your room keys, and he kind of looks at the 5 of you, and he begins.
Slow clap.
And everybody's like kind of like looking around. He's like, they're bringing the gold back to the guard's tower. They've saved the day.
Come on, sir. Maybe. So we don't need everyone.
I wish we could say that, but in all honesty, we wanted our gold back, and we figured while we were at it, so we humbly thank you, but it is not necessary.
The claps are like in full swing now, and everyone can barely hear. He's like, it's fine. It's what anyone would have done. You've done well.
Okay, an oral.
Okay, he says.
How many people are in the?
Like 5 or 6.
Okay, sweet. Nay's not understanding why people are so obsessed with money. Grabs just like 10 gold out and just throws it.
Completely straight faced too.
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
I mean,
great,
can you
okay.
smile?
Oh, great, he says.
He's always smiling.
He's always smiling.
Yeah.
Perpetual
13.
smile. You a cozy girl now?
I don't want to be in here.
She doesn't want to be.
You don't embellish it much. You sort of just hold a hand out and like drop the coins like completely straight faced. They clang across the floor and like people are hesitant, but then they rush over. They pick them up. They're like, "Thank you, sir," and then they like scurry off. Like they're
Or's gonna walk up to you
very
and go,
thankful, but they don't want to be near you for any
Or's gonna go,
lengthened period of time.
I don't know if that was your goal to give out, but okay.
They were asking for gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did it.
That's right.
Yeah, we did it.
We gave the gold back.
Good job, Mace.
On to the next town.
exiting upon a rather
Awkward situation.
awkward applause. The doors to the inn close behind you, and you're back on the city streets.
To the guard tower.
Let's go to the guard tower. We gotta get this money back.
Leave town.
You're still old and purple?
I'm less old.
But still
Just as
purple.
purple.
Still is
very
purple.
So you like Benjamin Button
Violet,
every
you
day.
can't
Not every day.
But like night, you're the youngest you're gonna be.
No.
Yeah, his age goes with the moon.
So as you guys follow the directions given to you by the innkeep,
Shuffle over.
what's everybody's passive perception? I don't have it pulled up here.
Not
So
good.
high.
13.
11.
19?
Yeah.
Mine's
Ooh.
16.
11.
Okay.
Yeah, 11 here too. One to 20.
Makes
You
sense
said
that
it
we're
around the whole
friends.
time.
No, I'm just like beelining it for it.
You said 16?
Yes, sir.
You keep trying to distract me and pull me off. Look over here. No,
And
we
I'm
have to return the
following
money.
him everywhere we go.
We gotta return the money.
The two of you are sort of
Dumb.
hanging out in the middle of the pack, and so you allow your eyes to wander a bit more than everyone else's who are very driven on following the directions exactly. And so as your eyes sort of wander, you see somebody standing atop a crate along the side of the road who's calling out to his fellow citizens, a half elf with sort of tousled reddish brown hair. The threads of fate linger as the tapestry has been torn.
It's Belvius.
No, it's a half elf.
I thought you said halfling.
We should not be here, fellow citizens.
I agree. We should go.
He points to the scar in the sky that the 5 of you are all too familiar with. A scar left over from the events of nearly 6 years ago, when the end of the world was
9.
thwarted, basically. We should have ended that day. We dishonor destiny and fate. We dishonor the gods by simply breathing. Do not give in to the foul temptation of life. Sever the thread.
Are you telling me to kill myself?
How far is he from us?
He is on a
Super
crate.
close, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you telling me to kill myself?
No. I am simply telling you to embrace the great beyond. For if we do not, the tapestry will weave itself in, and there will be naught.
How does one embrace the great beyond?
I am but a single thread. I cannot tell you how you must go about this. But should we face doom again, as I feel we will,
I want to
we
mock.
must embrace.
Oh,
I want to mock his hand gestures as I talk to him and ask him, what are you doing to embrace the great beyond?
I am here spreading the word to my fellow brothers and sisters. There are others who are like-minded but find it pertinent to take these actions themselves. I am not one of those. I believe this problem can be resolved in peace.
I'm just going to continue walking past him.
What?
He said a lot of words, but
What
said
problem?
nothing.
We are doomed to nothing if we do not repent.
These guys don't shut up. Come on.
Okay.
Nate lets out a deep chuckle. And do you say I am disgraceful for being pulled from the beyond? And I pull my mask off.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Rattle your teeth at him.
23.
Spooky skeleton.
You know more than others, good sir. As you kind of look at him and Sully kind of like is glancing off, you see a large flock of birds moving together across the sky towards the scar. And he follows your eye line. He says, "There, even the creatures of this material place know that we should no longer be here. We must embrace. Leave this work before another tear takes us."
But Mother Gaia gave us this land.
Have you spoken to Mother Gaia of this?
Every day. Oh, this? No.
Who is that? Is that your patron?
Yeah.
Oh, this no.
About
Even-
this specifically? This crack in the sky? No.
Even many of the gods we know today follow the woven patterns of this tapestry, not knowing how it's threaded together.
I don't think so.
So you claim to know.
There are those of us who follow the Weaver. We know.
Weaver. Who is this Weaver?
Is he a
They
beaver?
work behind the scenes, weaving our destinies together,
So like a
fating us
mastermind.
to cross paths and diverge.
What's their name?
They have no name.
So you have met them.
I have not, but I see their work every day. In the streets, in the commoners' eyes, in the simple gestures between one another, the wars we fight, the lives we lose.
So this weaver made him purple?
Yes.
And pulled me from the
No
beyond.
event is so small that it can escape the thread of destiny.
Weaver made you purple, and we need to find them to
Yes.
undo it.
Yes, this is exactly what that guy.
When he looks back, can I try to sneak away?
Sure.
Can I just sneak off
Yeah,
somewhere.
make a stealth check.
Hard to hide when you're purple.
An old purple old man.
Says you, 19.
I mean, I was talking to him. Do I see him?
Yeah, he's not only talking
No,
to your
you
group,
don't.
but he's also
Oh, see.
glancing at people
No,
that
you
are
don't.
walking through
just goes-
across the street. He's kind of
I
talking
blink
to
and
everyone,
yeah.
but speaking to you specifically whenever you have a rebuttal for him, you know? So you're able to sneak off easily enough.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'll probably put
Not
my
to
mask
the
back
guard
on before
tower.
anybody sees me.
But that's why I was wondering, like, do I, because I was talking to him, like, do I see him sneak off, or do I have to make a
was
roll
like,
for that?
Hey, yeah, wow.
I would say you noticed because you guys were talking as he was.
Oh, I guess we're leaving, guys. Are you walking? You're walking away from the guard tower?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's this way.
No, I'm going.
He calls out, "Please, just heed my warnings."
I
will.
still
Good
don't
job.
know what he's saying.
You probably wouldn't. I mean, most
prophesizing.
people wouldn't.
Yeah, he's just a kook on a
Yeah.
box.
Yeah,
Good
We're in
job.
Whiterun.
he's in that job.
You're doing a great job. Keep it up.
I think the key thing for your character to take away here is that, the end of the world was thwarted, and there are even people unhappy about that.
It's like a new.
You can't
religion
please
popping up
everyone.
about it and stuff. Yeah.
That's what it feels like to walk in front of certain clinics. It's true. Or
Yeah.
sometimes just the corner of Johnson and Ambassador.
It reminds me the tentacle in the sky from Futurama.
Oh yeah. I needed context. I was like, when did that happen?
Yeah.
The Kraken?
Yeah.
Man, did I
From the
sleep
crack?
No. That's why it's called the Kraken.
Yeah. He's trying to crack out.
Yeah.
Full circle. Full circle.
God.
The Kraken weaves.
No, but
his tentacles.
Or's gonna be trying to like guide you back to the guard tower.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not. No.
Let's go.
So, you guys actually aren't far now, and as you continue pressing on, you reach the small open square. Their homes. There's a small inn across the way, and a guard tower with a small wall opening up to a training ground turned from a courtyard. You begin making your way towards it.
I gotta try to give him the slip one more time.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
This dude
I'm trying
isn't
to
deterred.
I would say also at this point, Or is trying to guide you, seeing you get lost and worried for your health
Are you
as a
trying to-
purple old
Fuck.
man.
Slip away
17.
from him.
Yeah, I'm trying to get lost.
You are focused on
he's
the
gonna pick
group's
you up.
attention.
Just carry you.
Put it on your shoulders.
You're focused on the group's attention, and with your passive perception, that focus begins to drift a bit. And you notice a silence. People are walking in the street, but it's quieter than usual. The eerie silence falls over your surroundings. It envelops your mind, begging your pause while your thoughts come to rest upon the stillness of the town around you. Something within you holds you here, and you feel at peace. No, this is something else. So you continue to search within yourself until you find a spark. All of you feel it too. A small burst of emotion that erupts and carries itself through you. Fear. Suddenly you realize that you are paralyzed by it, your limbs unmoving, as the ground begins to tremble. A single scream pierces through the silence, growing into a chorus of voices calling out at once, all eventually drowned out by the low rumbling, becoming louder and louder. Finally, you force your eyes to look upon the source, a dark wave-like cloud cresting over the nearby hills, people running through the streets, and red-hot shrapnel hurtling through the atmosphere towards you. As the dirt spits fire, you find it within you to move, with every sense in your body telling you to run. What do you do?
Run.
Wait, we're all here?
Yeah.
We're all...
Yes.
We run.
Yeah, running.
Is there? Any,
Can we see each other?
Yeah, you guys are all grouped together.
Or would
Is
try
there-
to help Sully being the old, feeble...
Yeah,
he's
and then-
worried about him, but he would have run.
He doesn't look.
Knowing
You don't look
everybody,
old anymore?
knowing everybody's capable, is there anybody that like can't protect themselves around?
Make a perception check.
I'm like, that is a what's my perception? 11.
Okay. Looking around, you see crowds of people evacuating the space. People that were just moments ago just going about their normal day are running through the streets in terror. Many of them seem like they might be unable to fend for themselves.
I'm looking for like.
Oh, so we're still in the
kids or
town. We weren't like
something. Yeah, we're,
transported.
like-
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I wanna
I
ask,
totally misunderstood that.
What are the running, screaming people by me? What's going on? What's going on?
As they're rushing by, they're... Dolakar Hind! It's burst! Run! Don't stay here! Run! And they're like moving as you're beginning to hear little pings of glass hit shingles on roofs.
So it's a volcano erupted?
It appears that way. as you see a giant ash cloud that's basically rolling over the hills towards Cauldrick.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I guess
ran.
Does
for
this
the
look like-
nearest cover, but I want to, as I'm
long
running,
rest.
just make sure that any kids that fall behind or something like that, or any people that are moving slow, using my shield to cover them as we run.
Okay. I will say everyone roll disadvantage. I will have you roll.
No,
sorry. Everybody roll initiative. I'll have you roll at disadvantage.
Oh.
My bad. Because you're trying to.
Oh God.
One. I'm going dead last.
22.
At advantage, right?
No. Straight.
Just
Straight.
me at disadvantage.
That's my
'Cause
fault.
I'm trying to
No,
help.
I'm gonna be good.
I have advantage on
What did you
initiative,
get?
That's why I rolled 2
Six.
dice. In case you saw.
6.
I rolled a 2.
Sully.
11.
11. Rexus.
22.
22. Nays.
6.
6.
Can I look back while
I know
we're
it's
running?
nays, but I keep on hearing maze.
What is
Nice.
Okay, or you're actually
Do you know
gonna
what that's from?
be bumped up
Grown-ups?
Bumped up.
since you and Nays tied.
Oh, I got
You're
plus
at
4.
7,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he calls corn maze and he says maze. And so throughout the whole movie,
Okay.
they're all like maze, maze.
With that said,
I'm gonna find a clip and send it to you later. It's really funny.
Rexus, you are first in the initiative. As you run forward trying to escape, what are you doing?
Is it fire that's coming at me? Or
I mean,
is
it is rolling clouds of ash as well as like this. I mean, you can
Like
only see it in the
shrapnels?
distance, but you're hearing like small pebbles, like sort
So
of
if
hitting
it's,
buildings
like-
right now.
like fire and lava,
Mhm.
then I would not try to be first in line and try to like help some townsfolk. If it's anything other than that, I'm hightailing it as fast as I can.
Okay.
So
As of right now, it's small rocks, so you can stop and like try and help people.
very small rocks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You find a woman who's sort of running along. She's like, I don't know where my husband is. He was at home.
we
and-
don't have time. You have to go
where's everyone going?
the opposite direction of wherever this is coming.
That way.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
begin
just
like
gonna
sort of
point her-
helping her
yeah.
along. You can tell that she's flustered. It's when you're clear-minded before an event like this happens, it's easy to say, "Oh yeah, I would go this way, I would do this." But the evacuation routes are starting to get congested. People are starting to try and cut through back alleys, ways that they may not be familiar with, and so you send her in a direction that you know can get her further to safety.
I also want to let you know, this is really ironic that yesterday I found a girl on Instagram who was a volcano eruption survivor, and I went into a deep rabbit hole looking up this eruption, all the survivors, how it happened, their stories, like
I mean,
for like 3 hours yesterday.
fun fact: when an eruption happens, unless you're like within a certain vicinity, it's quiet.
I know.
You don't know.
Oh, well, okay, this girl was like touring an island. And
It's crazy.
She has pictures on her phone from 2 minutes before the eruption.
Yeah.
Crazy. So,
Anyway.
Yeah, I went down a deep rabbit hole. I kind of can't believe this is happening right now.
So as you help this woman, I'll say you're able to move up your movement speed 30 feet.
Blessed because of that story.
Honestly.
Inspiration.
I,
Did a lot of research.
I will give you inspiration because I think it makes sense here.
We can always
so
use
much
it.
Yeah.
So
research
your real
yesterday.
life affecting your character. 'Cause you,
It's faded. The threads have aligned.
Said,
Your story has
actually,
been
the
woven.
temperature of those clouds
It's
is
faded.
status
does
is
that guy
actually
get smited off his box? Like,
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Sully, it's your go.
So I'm looking behind us as we run. Does it look like it came from dude's house? Like that lava? That direction?
Make a survival check, low DC.
We did piss off a dragon.
8.
Okay. You can tell that his house is in that direction, but even with the cloud of ash approaching, you can see that the eruption point is much further in the distance. There's actually like a plume of smoke rising above the rest that you can see far off
Okay.
in the mountain range.
Got it.
Specifically, I would say in your time here, you may have become familiar enough with the surrounding geography. You may not know the name, but there are two halves of a mountain that are basically curled up right here, and it looks like it was split in two at some time. You know that it wasn't because of this eruption, but the smoke appears to be like streaming out from between those two.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep on running.
Okay. Are you using your 30-foot movement speed?
I'll
or
dash.
Okay. So you'll bonus action dash, get further as you kind of like. Are you still old man form? Or
No, I'm just.
you see a red person sees a flash of a purple person just.
Oh yeah.
Those tiny little legs are just carrying you as fast as you can, go. Or what are you doing?
Or is gonna do his best to like, if he sees anyone going kind of in the wrong direction, to kind of detour a little bit and be like, hey, maybe don't run sideways, or like don't run that way, come run this way. Just because he sees that everyone else is running and he knows he can keep up, he's gonna use some of his extra movement essentially to like
I thought she was still gonna
help
out
kind of
the
direct
shutter.
traffic
Yeah, you
as
have
he's
a
running.
crap
on my
ton of
hand.
movement.
Oh yeah, with my dash, I've got 100
Yeah.
feet. So with his extra
Yeah,
movement
just had
to
to get
keep
the
up with the
bird out.
group,
Yeah.
but he's gonna
Where'd
be
we go?
like herd dogging kind of. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
I like the idea.
Sheepdogging.
I know
Yeah,
this
sheepdogging,
isn't-
that's what it
I know
is.
this isn't what you're doing,
Sheepdogging.
but I like the idea of or running up to people as they're like fleeing and being like, "You really shouldn't run that way. It'll give you plantar fasciitis or
roll.
Like,
You actually, it's counterintuitive.
It's really
But you
bad
want
for
to roll
the
your
bottom of your
feet
foot.
actually this way.
Yeah. Just think heel toe, or you want to run on the.
It's
top-
actually
the tips of
weirdly
your
like
feet.
toe heel is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
the right way.
I know,
It's
I know.
yeah.
So yeah, this is what you're
Yeah.
telling them as they're
Yeah.
as they're fleeing,
Yeah.
and they kind of like nod oddly, but they continue to run, and they
running
run a
next
little
to
bit
it.
faster.
Yeah. Well, you said like some people were like trying to find different, and the evacuation routes are getting congested. So he's like
He's
using his
creating
movement.
evacuation
Well,
routes.
yeah, he's using his movement to be like, go this way, go that way. I know this place is clear, and like, yeah,
You
Got it.
yeah.
put this on top of the kennel or something.
Nays,
Keep
what are you
almost
doing?
knocking it off.
Do I notice any, like, I'm looking for, I'm going to be running, but I'm going to be looking for any kind of like stone wall structure.
Okay.
It's going to be like my height, like 6 feet or so ish.
I mean, there are several buildings and structures that have stairs leading up to a second-story doorway. There is the wall that opens to the courtyard of the guard tower, though it's not exactly on the way you want to be running.
Okay, no, then I'll just start running then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ask Or which way to go. And then
All right.
I'll ask for.
Or already told you.
He wrote you a map.
yeah, I'm not super worried about heel toe. 'cause
Yeah.
I'm
He's
It's a
past my
fucking
point.
skeleton.
not super worried about any kind of muscle
Yeah.
issues.
You're able to keep up relatively well with the rest of the group, but as you kind of turn to observe what's behind you, you see Zave, who's last in the initiative order, kind of like looking around, trying to make sure everybody's being helped. And being that you're last in
Last
the
one
initiative
out,
order,
yeah.
you see the cloud of ash getting closer.
lie,
The
can't.
glass-like shrapnel that was hitting roofs only a moment ago is now actually becoming like golf ball-sized hail, almost breaking through weaker parts of structures and actually striking some people who are now covering their heads. You see a large part of a structure that was unstable to begin with actually fall over onto someone who was fleeing. A middle-aged human actually is now not trapped, but is slowed by it.
Can I go help them?
You can. They're about 15 feet off from you.
Just real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Are the what is the direction that stuff is falling? Is it like following an arc?
It would
and
be,
then coming down?
yeah, it is sort of arcing and
So
coming almost straight down.
theoretically, like you could fly up and above this, right?
You could, yeah.
Okay.
Now, I mean, the cloud is quite tall. It's quite large,
right.
but I would say the shrapnel is coming from fairly high, but at a certain point you'd be above it.
Gotcha. Okay. Just making sure. No, I'm gonna go help that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a athletics check to like get him up and moving.
Oh man. Okay. 18 on the dice.
Okay.
And I have 6 athletics, so that's 24.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you basically, like, as he's sort of trying to get back onto his feet, he starts to stumble. You actually pick him up, fly with him a little bit, and he hits the ground running. He hurriedly, like, turns back around to you. Thank you! And then he, like, just bolts. He's not even waiting because the ash and smoke is practically nipping at your heels at this point.
And then, like, with the rest of my movement, I don't know if that was an action or not, but the rest of my movement, I wanted to fly like at a 45 up and away,
Okay.
scanning for other people as I go.
Okay.
And then eventually I want to try and get ahead and up high enough to get out of the rain.
You can see once you've gained some altitude, make a perception check for me. I want to see how much you can see.
Yeah, I'm not good at
It is your vision is starting to get a bit obscured.
Let's say 7.
Okay. Once you've flown up quite a bit, the ash, the prelude to this wave is beginning to darken the sky, making it a bit harder to see. Some of the ash itself is sort of lingering in the atmosphere. So you're able to see most of the people have fled, but occasionally you see a new bit of movement out from one of the side streets, and you realize this section of the city isn't the only part of the city there is. There are people way back closer to the blast zone that are now running through where you just were. So there are people still largely in harm's way. But now that you've gained this altitude and you see what's coming next, we'll move back to Rexus at the top of the initiative order.
Free action, start shouting and directing them where to go so they don't get cornered and pinned.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would say with your perception check, you're not able to give them new routes, but you're at least able to guide them from away
they
from
don't
like dead
run into
ends
a
or
corner.
yeah.
Sorry. Hurts to yawn.
As we enter this new round of initiative, again, you're starting to see these larger bits of shrapnel hit structures and break through them. Some people are actually being struck, falling to the ground, getting back up, and continuing to run. It's getting worse, and there's more to come. You can tell that easily enough.
How, like, is it coming faster than I would reasonably be able to run it?
Yes, that much is certain. I mean,
Okay.
just from a round of running away from it and seeing how much closer it's gotten.
Is there anything that's like any type of building where it looks like it would be safe for me to hide in?
There is a larger structure coming up on your right. It's about 60 feet off. And you, as you're like sort of scanning the surroundings, the structure is sturdy. It's made of brick. It looks like it has multiple stories. You see someone at the door who's like rushing people in, like waving them on.
Okay.
It's an older satyr woman, actually, who's ferrying people in. She's like, "You can't outrun this! Get inside!"
Okay. I'm gonna go in there and try to help
Okay.
wrangle people.
So you'll dash in there.
Mm-hmm.
You dash and basically make it just to the doorway. You see that.
I have 40, so I have 80 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You dash, make it inside, and you see that the room is not as full as you thought it would be. With your understanding of the situation, knowing that there's no at running this at this point, you just need to hunker down. You're realizing now that some people are just mindlessly fleeing. They don't. It's not clicking for them.
I want to look out, and if I see any of like my party members or like anyone that's close enough where I could help pull them in, I want to try to start like guiding them in here.
Okay.
And shouting with the satyr woman that like you can't outrun this.
She sort of glances over to you. Thanks, I appreciate you.
And I'll just use thaumaturgy to make my voice
Hell yeah.
really loud.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sam was waiting for it.
You see a few people swayed by your plea begin to make their way towards the structure. but even with your thaumaturgy further off, you can tell people just can't hear you. Shrapnel is hitting against buildings. The low rumble is still ever present, and people are screaming, people are shouting, and all their voices combined are somewhat overpowering.
Can I also use speak with animals to just try to help get some little critters in?
I'm going to say that would be an action.
Okay.
But you can certainly like coax nearby animals. Like maybe there's a little a field mouse who's like just fleeing.
Yeah, I'm just coaxing Innie and everything.
And on that note, we'll move on to Sully. It's your turn. You're only about 30 feet off of the entryway. You
probably
hear her thaumaturge, or him thaumaturge.
I'll kind
Barking.
of veer off and get inside.
Okay. And as you're getting inside, hunkering down, you
time
find
she
a stable structure within the building to sort of like get beneath, and you. It's moments like these where you just have to sit and wait, and it sends your mind reeling. You begin to realize that those flocks of birds you saw heading towards the scar happened to be in the opposite direction of this eruption. So maybe they weren't going towards the scar,
But
They were
away
going
from the volcano.
away from the volcano.
Follow the birds.
Yeah. Always follow the birds.
or it's your go. I would say you're about
Did you come in the building?
I was trying to keep pace with like
60
Sully
feet.
and them. Yeah.
yeah, or sorry, not 60, 40.
So I see that we're going into this building and our group is hunkering down.
Make a perception check with your being a little bit further than Sully and lower passive perception.
It's over 20.
Okay, yeah.
21.
You definitely notice, and you're able to keep an eye on Sully specifically, and you're just
That purple
following
man's hard to miss.
yep.
Well, he turns not purple again.
So it turns not purple. Oh, you are still purple?
Yeah.
Okay. Or is gonna do his best to try to direct people in and buy them time.
Okay.
Even using like deflect missiles to knock away
Badass.
rocks
Cool.
Nice.
to like give and try to direct people in. So instead of being in the building and being like, come this way, he's gonna be like, go that way, and like trying to knock stuff out.
A lot of people are running in, and there's one fairly rotund dwarven gentleman who's running as fast as his breath can allow him, and he's like horse blinded on the doorway, and he doesn't see this large piece of shrapnel coming after him. You jump in the way, slap it out of the sky. As it collides with the ground, it removes some of the cobblestone street. He looks to you. He says, "Thanks, laddie," and he continues like running in. But you make it inside easily enough, and you're helping to deflect missiles so that other people can do the same. It is getting a bit harder as you go on because these missiles are getting larger and larger, and some of them are actually still quite hot. As you deflect them, you start to feel a bit of scarring on your hands.
If that happened, I don't know, because deflect missiles is a reaction and this is also a reaction.
Yeah, this is flavor. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, because
mechanically you wouldn't.
I also
be-
have absorb
Heal
elements.
scar.
Oh, I see. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. You can't. You would know that this isn't enough damage to do that. Yet,
Yeah.
but there may come an opportunity for
Yeah.
it.
Or is gonna, like I said, he's trying to buy people time, so he's not even worried about getting in quite yet because he knows he can take more than these townspeople can.
Okay. Moving on, we have Nays.
How far am I from the building at this point?
With your previous dash, you would actually be as far as Sully was, and with your passive perception, I would say you were able to hear Rexus easily enough.
Okay, sweet. I would probably just run to meet them, dash if I have to.
Okay.
If I don't have to, though, I will.
You can get there without dashing.
Great. Then I'll get inside, or at least at the door, and minor illusion, a scream that basically just shouts, like,
Get
here,
in,
yeah,
yeah.
come,
Okay.
whatever.
Your voice combines with Rexus's. You see some more people beginning to turn their panicked eyes away from the crowded streets and towards the only chance they have of surviving, They begin moving towards the building with you. Finally, rounding out the initiative, we have Zave, who is now finding it a bit harder to stay aloft as shrapnel whizzes by. You're trying to keep track of people below you, but you also have to keep track of what's above you. What would you like to do?
Just head towards the church. I'll draw my sword because my sword gives off like a globe, and use it as like a beacon to drive to, lead people towards that structure that everybody's running to.
Got it. Okay. As you sort of swoop down from your lofty perch, dodging shrapnel left and right, you begin to sort of guide people with your glowing blade through the ashen mist that has now grown so thick that you really can't see any further than like 30, 40 feet. The people that are around you are grateful for your presence as you guide them to the doorway. I
will huddle as many people around me because they're all going to get bonus to their saving throws and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Hold hands, everybody. Let's go.
It's like that scene in Iron Man when he has all the people monkeying out of the plane.
Exactly.
Just controlled fall.
Let's see.
I don't know if that matters, but
It definitely does.
okay.
You're able to save some more people off the streets that
Right.
way. You make it inside the door, and just as you do, you turn with several more people rushing in. At this point, the ash is so thick that even your blade is not piercing enough of the darkness. The satyr looks to you, Rexus. I think we've got to close it. I think we've got to get inside.
Okay.
She closes the door, bars it.
I'll make sure all my people are in first.
But just as the door is beginning to close, you catch one last glimpse outside of the wave, basically rippling through this city square that you just saw. You're hearing as shrapnel is starting to stick, and you're seeing red hot rocks that are basically buried into the ground. She closes the door, bars it. She says, "Everyone, hug him!" You feel the wave hit the building. All of you are rocked to your knees. Windows are blown open. Ash flies in. You find it hard to breathe. There's a ringing in your ears that only subsides and makes way for moaning and groaning of people around you. All of you are huddled together so you can see that you're safe enough for now. And all begins to go quiet again. What would you like to do?
Like an unnatural quiet?
I'm looking out of the window.
Yeah, I'm about to say
one of the
this.
busted windows are holes in the wall and like.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Both of you make perception checks for me.
I want to check on the people
It's a
around.
dirty
Yeah, are
20.
the people like freaking out, screaming and yelling and stuff?
There are people like sort of coughing, checking on each other, making sure everybody's all right. There are like holes in the roof. There are a couple of people that were impaled by shrapnel even inside of this building. But most everyone is well enough. You hear coughing all around you, people not able to take in this ashy air properly. What were your rolls?
24.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. The two of you each find a window to look out of, and it's a dismal wash of deep orange. You can see silhouettes of buildings, and to some extent you can see the direction of light that's cascading through this, making odd ripples off of broken structures out across a fiery landscape. And that's when you see it. An odd shape that you've only heard in legends. An enormous flying creature circles overhead, somewhat giving off a bit of light themselves.
It is ho.
And as they move through the ash, you see it part for moments where you can catch glimpses of a slightly less orange skyline. You see a shadow cross over the landscape, and with it, you see much, much larger chunks of molten lava, ash, rock falling and destroying what's left of a lot of these structures. And as it drifts overhead, you wait for the thud to hit your building. You hear it rocking all around you. You hear sizzles as drops of molten rock hit the pavement outside, as well as the shingles above the roof. You see some of it begin to actually drip into the structure itself. It lands on someone's shoulder. Ah! Oh! You keep your eyes set outside, or are you looking back inside?
I'm staying out, looking outside. Like, I'm gonna glance when the guy screams,
We
but
can
like
still
right
see
back
this
out.
bird thing, right?
It's crossed overhead. It's like behind the structure that you were now looking at.
Oh, I would try to.
You guys are
follow it.
looking back towards the square.
I
You wanna
would.
try
I
and
would go
follow
to
them?
like the other window across the way if there is one.
Okay. You can find one easily enough, and using the same perception check, you know what you're looking for. You're searching for it. But even through the ash, now that it is some ways off, you can't really tell exactly where it made off. You do see a silhouette for a moment, but it disappears into gray nothingness moments later.
Well, it went that way.
So are we to believe that this was not a volcano?
Oh, definitely not.
What went that way?
Would or be able to say like a dragon? Like, is that what? Whenever you say something you've only heard of in myth, would that be the thing that he had only heard of in myth, or would it be some other creature?
Make a nature check. Again, low DC.
Dude, Mabel, you
19.
think when you fart. God damn.
Our dragon over here is brewing up some
Yeah.
terror of her own. 19.
Yeah.
Yes. This is, to you, you're familiar with nature. You spend so much of your life within it. And you've heard of these great creatures that both exist within nature and in many cases destroy everything. This seems to match that description perfectly. But it is not lost on you the oddity that is this creature. The fact that it was giving off some odd form of light itself does not, in your head, add up to it being some normal, your garden variety dragon, for lack of better way of saying it.
It was dragon, but I've never heard of a dragon doing that before. To that degree.
I pull a red dragon scale out of my pocket. Is it
Of course you
glowing?
do.
You slept with the dragon scale, correct?
He
I mean-
stayed still for 4
Yeah.
hours
Yeah,
with the dragon
yeah.
scale.
Is it mandatory?
Would you like to have
Yeah,
attuned
I
to
have
it?
that glove.
It's what's making it purple. No.
Okay. Now that you are attuned to it, you know that
And slept with it. Y'all are basically common law now.
Yeah.
as far as stats, that is an animated shield.
Oh, cool.
What?
But you know that the dragon scale itself, if you basically will it to, will float in front of you, extending much smaller scales out from itself and creating sort of a dragon hide barrier.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool.
I forgot I had one too.
I mean, you can have attuned to it as well.
Well, it's not a scale; it's a glove
Oh, yeah, man.
With a-
Got it.
with a ruby embedded into it.
It is.
Okay, yeah, I will have attuned it.
You can tell it's magical.
Yeah.
That is, I don't have a stat for that as of yet. Like, it doesn't reference any particular magic item,
Okay.
but it is a flame shot arrow glove, which means that three times per day you can fire an arrow that deals 2d8 fire damage,
Cool.
and all charges return at dawn.
Just out of the glove.
Yeah, basically,
You're Mega Man.
I'm Roy Mustang.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
From the ruby embedded on the backside of the hand of the glove, when you extend your hand backwards, it basically draws the arrow, and you loose it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And you
That's
had
amazing.
something else as well.
A ring.
If you would like to
The
have
ring.
attuned to that as
Oh
well.
yeah.
That was
I
cursed.
forgot about that.
That one's cursed. Yeah, you're dead now. Dead for life. No.
You're dead for reals this time.
I like this, like,
opposite.
sort of
He's
like
alive
happy aside if you guys like figure out what the magic items do. Fucking cities destroyed. It's a ring of protection. So another
Oh.
classic magic item, with a little more draconic
So
flavor.
our dead man can never die.
I mean, I guess not.
No,
What's dead may never
I
die.
know not of this death.
With all that discovered, as you guys are like gearing up, getting ready to embrace whatever awaits you out the door, you hear a blood-curdling scream from outside. What has been completely silent up to now, you hear
Coming from,
Outside?
outside,
but like
the direction that you guys ran from.
away from. Okay.
Back the way we came.
Now you said like there's a lot of like molten lava. Like the roads are not impassable. It's just like
Yeah.
No, but there are open
I'll open
flames.
the door and-
You can make your way through it, but there are open flames within and without.
Resistant to fire.
yeah. Seeing as
I'll-
this guy is
I'll
gone.
throw the door
yeah.
open.
I
and look
will-
and see if is it all ashy, like you can't see, or
It is quite ashy. All of you have like 30 feet of visibility. You can't see where the sound came from, but you know the general direction.
I would like to rage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run into the direction that I heard it.
Okay.
On my bonus action that I can rage, I'm allowed to move half of my movement speed, so I can move up to 60 right now.
Got it.
bye.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow so that
Well,
he's not
technically
alone.
100 if I'm dashing.
Okay. You rush off ahead, and the rest of you begin to follow. You're the first person on the scene, so I'll have you roll me a perception check.
Perception. I would have been there at the same time. Can I at least give her advantage
Yeah,
in some way?
You can do that.
Because my perception is, despite me rolling well, is actually not that good.
Mine either, 13.
Okay. As you arrive on the scene, you see a woman who's collapsed. Hard to tell exactly what species she is or was. Hovering above her is a what you think at first is another humanoid, but it's glowing, and then you realize it's just a head. A skull with flames pouring off of it turns its sights on you. And there is now a giant ball of flame hovering next to where this woman just was as her clothes begin to catch fire. I'll have everyone roll me initiative. Yay. And we're going to go to break. We're going to take a quick bio break while I set some things up, and we'll get ready for a crazy combat when we get back. I hope you guys are ready, because it's gotten off to a fiery start already.
It's heated.
Yeah. But yeah, catch you guys in about 10 minutes. Don't go nowhere. We'll see you in a sec.
If you do, rush back.
Yeah, go fast.
We wasted the good surprise on you.
I'm not sure if you guys could see us before, but you can see us now as we have entered the fiery hellscape. I believe that calls for a change in music.
Oh no, we're not ready for this.
No, we about to whoop some.
For this.
So, while we have this awesome background music, let's go.
Get initiative.
That.
Should I just have the animated shield equipped?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Or what did you roll?
14. No, sorry, 15.
15. Sully?
Also 15.
Yeah.
We rolled the same thing and have the same plus.
Rollies.
Rollies.
6?
We rolled D6 for rollies.
Oh,
Oh, doesn't matter.
I rolled a D20.
You did?
Getting
Yeah.
looser. Like I can tell the muscle up is helping.
9.
Oh, that was also 6. I was about to be like, oh man.
All right, so Sully, you'll be at initiative 16. I'll give you that.
All right.
Zave?
19.
19. There it is. Rexus? 14. Very nice. Oop, almost put you at 59. That's my bad. Nays?
22.
22.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yellow
Roll the
boy.
19.
At the top of the initiative, with a 23,
Motherfucker.
is this Flame Skull.
The big thing and the little thing.
Yeah, what is
The
the
little
difference
thing.
here?
The big thing is a ball of fire.
Okay.
Seems important. If
It's
you put it
important
on
that
the
it's a
map.
ball of fire, but not a fireball.
Yeah, and then he
It's
put
a
it on the map.
it's a flaming sphere
Oh no.
specifically that it already has up. So
You can just like
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
little individual.
It's like spiritual
pieces.
weapon. Yeah.
as soon as the skull turns and sees you, you hear a shriek in your mind as the skull begins to shift in and out of
Cool.
vision.
Cool.
sick. Love that for me.
And it's going to move the flaming sphere towards you and Orr.
I am raging.
You
Let
are.
It be known.
This reminds me of WCW or something.
Not having PTSD from session 1.
Is that the one with Doink?
You take 2 points of fire damage.
Whoa.
2d6, both are ones.
Whoa,
So
slow down.
I take none
Okay.
because I'm resistant and I'm raging. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So the flaming sphere buffets you, and you just sort of knock it
Yeah,
away.
round down. Yeah.
It hits you and you breathe in some of the fire.
As
But
you
that
are,
still counts as my damage, so I keep my rage
it
up.
still only counts as one.
Then do it.
Doesn't actually count as damage because it has not damaged you.
Okay.
But while you're distracted by this, you hear sort of whizzing white light coming from your left.
It's not fair. I can't look on my left.
And Morgan's got a heart attack.
Yeah. Like,
And she only wants to sit right here, so I keep like turning to see her.
You take 5,
oh, 'cause you're Oh,
9.
you're like doing the Derek Zoolander bit.
Nope. I just literally can't look.
You take 12 total points of force
That's
damage as
fantastic.
3 magic missiles slam into you. Each of them a small red ore sort of clangs off of your
That counts
your
as
hide.
damage, so
It
I
does,
keep my
definitely.
rage.
Yes. You now notice that there is a second flaming skull off to the side there.
That one.
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah. Is that the one that just fired magic missile?
it is.
Get him, Scaly boy.
Nays, it is your go.
Hey.
What would you like to do, sir?
What's the
So I
switch here?
think that's going to be
Very stringy.
20. It's about 30 feet. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to get right here.
Yeah.
You grab him for me, please. I'm going to come right up here. Thank you. I just didn't want to bump.
Brett
with my
and his
movement.
platform.
Yeah, I was like, I can't quite reach.
It gets a
around
little tricky, yeah.
And then
Yep, sure does.
I will light.
For reference, Zave, you're on deck.
okay, this is. I'm gonna do this, but I haven't. Okay. I'm gonna look over at the one on that side and cast Firebolt at it.
Okay. That's an attack roll, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just roll 13 to hit.
13 is its armor class, but as you cast the firebolt, it deals fire damage, right?
Yep.
Or is there's one that does radiant. It always confuses me.
It's burning. No.
Burning hands.
It's not burning.
Sacred
hands.
flame.
Sacred flame. That's what it is. Yeah. So it slams into the skull and just is engulfed into the rest of its flame.
That's
It
what I was-
appears completely unaffected.
Okay.
But you definitely hit it. You know that much.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'll. Okay.
He was
that's it.
just testing
Okay.
the waters,
Yeah, I had a feeling that
testing
was-
the fires.
Zave, it's your go.
I gotta move to fly down to this one in front of me, or either one of them.
Okay. How much movement do you have?
Just 30.
30?
30
I'm
fly.
not sure you can make it to either of them to be in melee. Let's see.
You need to be melee.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I should have.
This is 40. Yeah, I'll say they're about 45 away. So you can get about even with the flame sphere. You can't quite get to the flame skulls yet.
That one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
They're about equidistant, really.
Then I will fly down towards this one right here.
Okay.
And as I'm going, I'm gonna pull a javelin out and hook a javelin at it.
Are you landing or are you staying in the air?
I'm gonna stay in the air.
Okay.
Just you can take me off the platform. I'm just gonna be like
Well, just so I can remember, like,
Yeah.
where, what.
slightly above the ground over there. So you don't need a platform because I gotta come down. I'll throw a couple javelins as I'm going at this guy.
You gotta test the waters, man. Sometimes you never know.
All right.
22.
22 definitely hits.
Lit by fire, just like
And a
chunking
Yeah.
javelins.
The 22
Hellish
hits, the
Angel.
7 does miss.
Okay.
So you launch 2 javelins after you get a running start. The first time it was not paying attention to you, so it's actually struck in the side of the head as the javelin sort of clangs off. But the second one, it moves nimbly out of the way as the flames follow its skeletal head.
5 points of piercing damage.
5 points of piercing damage.
Hey, yeah. The javelin just goes through the fireball. It doesn't hurt it at all.
All right, you see the skull is like chipped a bit on the edge, but it's still looking pretty hot. Sully, it's your go, or you're on deck.
Damn, I rolled low this one.
No, you rolled.
You rolled one
well.
less than
Everyone
us.
else
We just
rolled really
tied.
well.
Shit. How far away am I
Yeah.
from the skull?
There's like a
You would be 40.
I think the 30-foot line thing.
You're
is
about
what I
80.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say 75.
Story of Will's character's life. Always hiding.
Yeah. I'll use my action to. How far away am I from the secondary tree? Yeah.
From that one,
About the same.
you'd be a little bit closer to that. I'll say 65.
Okay.
Do you need to be 60?
Yeah, but
Because I can give it to you. I think
No,
that's
fine.
close enough.
What we can say is I'll dash as close as I can, and then bonus action try to hide. Maybe that'll cover a 5-foot
Okay.
behind, away from
Yeah.
the skull.
I think that's fair. I will say, it's going to be relatively hard for you to hide there because
Okay.
it's pretty close to them and well enough within their line of sight. One of them will see you. I'll say you can choose to try and hide from one of them.
Okay.
Tell me which one.
I'm sorry, I only see one.
The second one is behind this building. Sorry.
Oh, there are two buildings going.
Yep.
Yeah, there's another one. I can barely see it.
Oh, okay, then I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually not gonna go behind that second tree yet. I'm gonna get behind this fallen
Cart thing.
structure. I think it's a roof.
Yeah, it
actually.
is. It's from that building.
It looks like
I'm just gonna try to hide behind it.
You can definitely get there, and you can definitely hide. Roll me a stealth check.
I'll leave this.
Gotta be
right here
80.
for now.
It is an advantage, so. 25.
Okay, nice. 25. Hell yeah, dude. You are well hidden. I don't even think they can roll that high if they want to. They cannot. So, or it's your go. Rexus, you're on deck. Rexus, you're on Dexus.
I was about to say it. Rexus,
Or is running up to that face,
Okay.
and he's gonna run behind it
Okay.
in preparation for if you want to for flanking.
Okay. Sick.
And then
You got the movement. Might as well.
sure do's. I know Rexus has a lot of movement too, but I'm gonna try to punch this thing. I was just double checking to make sure there's anything that I need to do before I do that, but I favor foe it on a hit. Just gonna use that now. Oh, those are bad. That is 13 and 14, sorry, and 10 for 2 separate hits.
The 14 hits. The 10 does not. But as you go to strike, you feel your fist land solidly, but suddenly a curtain of flame rises up in front of it and blocks the blow from striking the creature.
The one that hit, it blocks that?
Yep.
Oh.
It casts shield.
Yeah. Cool.
Little known fact: flaming skulls have shield in their stat block.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I don't have to actually hit to do Flurry of Blows, right? It just says after I take the attack action. Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so I'm going to Flurry of Blows.
Okay. It does still have the higher AC until the end of its turn.
Yes, but these might do it. These are 15 each. I rolled 2 7s and I have +8, so.
15 does not make it,
Oh,
unfortunately.
I thought shield was only +2.
Shield is +5, man.
+5.
Yeah, it's got an
Dude, I
18 AC.
I just rolled so bad on these hits.
So again, you try to break through this flame barrier, and you're just pummeling it, and it finally drops after your last blow. But
Yeah.
the flame skull sort of looks at you, and you can't tell because it doesn't have skin, but you feel like it might be laughing as flames sort of like leap out of its mouth.
That's fair.
All right, Rexus, it's your go.
I go. I'm gonna run up to it. And I'm gonna fall down and then stand up. And then I'm gonna
Slide. You're going to
I'm gonna
slide.
slide. We just talked about this in your family. I'm gonna slide in there and swing with my greatsword.
You do have advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
23 to hit.
23 does hit, and there is no shielding that because he used his reaction.
Yeah.
Not like it would work.
So that is 8.
Okay.
Plus 6. 14.
Holy hell! Yeah, you bring your greatsword down on this this skull, and you actually ping it against the ground. You dribble it.
That is slashing damage.
Yep.
And then I'm doing the same thing again. Nat 20!
Hell yeah! All right, double your dice.
Mouse his head.
20. That's the total.
Total.
Plus 6. So 26.
Yikes.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, 26 left. They start with 40. Yeah. So as you cut this thing down, you slice right between the eyes. Your blade actually
yeah.
gets embedded in there, and because you don't care about the flames, you lift your boot and just pry it off.
Yeah, and then
as
I'm going to look at him and say, the fire never bothered me anyway.
The flames are extinguished. It falls to the ground. Its eyes
hilarious.
lose their luster, and the flaming sphere behind you dissipates.
And whenever you see Or through him, Or looks like scared for a second and then is like, wait, he's on my side.
And he's just looking at you like this. Okay, and can I do something a little flavorful?
Sure.
Okay,
And
I'm
my
gonna
gassy with
use
it.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to alter the appearance of my eyes so they just look like flames. So I'm looking at you after I just killed him, and you just see flames in my eyes.
Yeah, like I said, for a second, Or's
Yeah.
like scared, and then he remembers
Yeah.
you're on his team, and he's like,
Yeah, I just
"Oh
needed,
yeah!"
I just needed a little
now.
flavor in there.
Hell yeah!
The flavor.
Yeah, it took him to flavor town. Call me Guy Fieri.
All right. At the end of your turn,
Coming down with those tips.
As your flame eyes are ignited, you're looking around at your friends and your one remaining enemy. You see the black smoke erupting from one of the surrounding flames come to life.
We're fighting the smoke monster from Lost, guys.
Like this smoke?
Yes.
That's the fire. Like,
Ooh.
Please leave that.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted me to remove it 'cause the
Like it manifested.
yeah.
Oh, it comes out
It
of there.
congealed.
It rushes you and is going to make a couple attacks. It is a demon that appears to be made of ash. Its form is sort of phasing in and out, and it has
That's-
large
shit.
wings. The flames beneath it
Yeah.
seem to keep it alive. And now that it's left the smoke, it looks a bit smaller to you. You get the sense that it was born of whatever ashen terror
Happy
hides
birthday!
beyond that.
I have a very niche memory that is sparking, and I don't think any of you are gonna know it. Any of y'all play Nancy Drew games as a kid?
Which one?
Okay, the Haunted Mansion one with the gargoyles. I had a feeling if anyone had known it was you. It looks like the gargoyles.
Walk for bicycle.
Okay, I played all of them.
That's
It's the mansion
it's the
one.
crystal skull.
Yes,
one.
but doesn't it look like the gargoyle?
Does a
Awesome.
17 hit,
So happy. you know.
Rexus?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll just roll the second attack as well.
Yeah.
Knock it out. That's probably not going to hit a 10.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Okay, so we'll
What
roll
would
for
you
the
have said if
17.
It did hit me, the barbarian.
You're going to take 5 points slashing.
You're giving me whole, right? You're not having it.
I'm not having
Okay.
it.
Holesies.
Whole.
And 8 points of fire damage. I realize that it gets divided in 2,
Yep.
but that's okay with it.
Yeah. Yes.
It's cute.
It's exactly the one I'm thinking of. And the gargoyle in there.
Square.
That one used to spook me.
Another creature is going to
Erupt from
leap
the
out
smoke.
from the ash.
That was such a niche memory.
direction. And he's going to come after you,
what you said, I was like,
I'm so happy you know what I'm talking about. I was like, none of these people at this table will know it except maybe Caleb.
you know, a little bit of secret.
Me and my friend Brittany. She would
So it's
come
going to make
over
a couple of
only to
attacks
play that.
against you. It is flanking, so it will have advantage.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's swinging at.
Me.
Or a 17
That exactly hits.
and higher than that.
It misses.
Oh, interesting.
You have to get a 17.
What
Anything else misses.
That's fair. That's
Question:
fair.
What a twist.
Is this guy casting a spell?
No. Why?
I was just asking.
Okay.
I'm super curious.
Because he can't.
No, because if he's within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack.
Oh.
Is that Mage Slayer?
10 points slashing, Sam.
Okay. And this next bit's fire, I'm assuming.
It is
right?
fire.
I'm going to be reaction absorb elements
On the first hit?
on
But it
the.
has to
No,
be
it has to be
damage.
fire on the fire part.
I understand, but he made 2 hits and both of them deal fire damage. 2
Oh, yeah. Then on the first one, I guess.
separate. Okay. Honestly, I rolled a 5 and a 6 twice, so it'll be 11 damage. The first one, that gets halved, right? So that's down to 5.
You capture some of the lessening its effects. I don't know what I lessen it by.
I think it's half.
You get, you get resistance.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Until my next turn. So I actually take resistance from both.
Okay,
then.
great. That makes
Yeah.
it easier.
So you take 10 total.
You take 10 total fire damage.
Okie doke.
Total.
I like
And there's
it.
I
one
said that
more.
like that didn't hurt. And that hurt. That did hurt.
No, stop.
I can't get over how much it looks like this little dog.
This one is going to come out of that smoke,
That doesn't exist no more.
Yeah, they couldn't see. So
and it does have a fly speed, so it is going to come up to meet you, Zave.
It sees the holy man.
And it's going to make a
Woman.
couple of attacks.
Holy woman.
This is really bad.
15 to hit and 21 to hit.
The 21 hits.
Okay. You take 3 points of slashing. Ooh!
Flesh wound.
And 14 points of fire damage. 2 7s on the d8s.
Wow, okay.
As its claw tears across an open gap in your armor, the flesh sears, cauterizing instantly, but the pain is nearly unbearable as this ash demon reels back and begins to cackle at you.
Okay.
All right, that Flame Skull is dead. We're back at the top of the initiative. You guys are all sort of grouped up. So
Yeah, it's like all of us and all of them. not necessarily ideal.
this Flame Skull here, being a smart boy like he is going to sort of navigate back. Hopping over a tree. And he is going to create another flame sphere. Right here. Okay. I need Or and Rexus to make dex saves for me.
Is this on effects that I can see?
Yeah, I mean, you can see it, for sure.
18.
You wouldn't have taken anything anyway.
17.
Ones again. You both make it, or you will take, 1 point of fire damage.
So none, because I'm also resistant.
Are you really?
Because I did absorb elements on the fire.
Oh! Well, it's until the end of turn,
On
right?
His next
I think it's in the end of my next. Let me double check.
It said
Let me
his
read it
next
again.
turn. He
Oh,
read
it's your
it out.
next turn.
Mhm.
I
You
thought
have
it was
resistance to the
like a
triggering
shield
damage
spell.
type until the start of your next turn.
Nice,
Yeah,
great.
shield
So
spell, yeah.
neither of you take anything, but as this flame sphere comes into existence, it puts out a bit of smoke itself, just like the rest of the flames do, and you see these ash creatures begin to exude a odd sort of black smoke. The each of them has a 5-foot area of magical darkness.
Okay.
Doesn't matter to you, but it matters to everyone else.
Wow.
You can see magical darkness?
Blind sight,
Yes,
baby.
Yeah.
Monkey boy!
Which creatures you said? I'm sorry.
The demon guys.
Those two ashen.
Just those two,
Demons.
not this one by you. Right?
No, just the
Yeah, just those two. Basically, it mechanically it happens anytime they're within 5 feet of open flame.
Yep.
Naze, it's your go. Xavier on deck.
Okay. Okay, weird question.
Uh-huh. I love weird questions.
Would you, because, all hell broke loose, you would say there's probably like random, dead bodies laying around, right?
Oh, for sure. There's a bunch.
Littered.
You guys did great, but
There was a lot of people.
you
to
can't
pay.
put a
didn't
whole
save the
town
whole
into
town,
that small
yeah.
I have a
building.
feeling he's gonna
Hey,
need
there's
some
less people who
skelly
gotta
boys.
pay that.
It's just like, can I have two
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. As soon as the town blew up, I was like, well, we're keeping that money.
Yeah.
I'm going
Well,
That's ours now. There's no guard tower.
Nays, seeing we
Hey,
are
put it up.
becoming
That is the silver lining.
clearly
Mama, put it up.
overrun, is going to cast Animate Dead, and because...
no, it's fine. I got it back here.
What was it? Of Undead Thrall. I can actually create 2 of them when I use Animate Dead. So I'm going to make 2 Skelly Boys.
Skelly boys!
Skelly boys. Skelly
Sorry, y'all. I
boys.
yelled that right into the mic.
I feel like we need a sticker for like Nave's
Skelly boys?
character that just says Skelly boys.
Oh, the shop. Plug the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was awesome.
Oh yeah,
By the way.
selfless
Plug this
plug.
We finally have a merch
merch
store.
store.
If you guys want to check it out, it's constructedchaos.co.
Co.
We're so cool, we didn't even include the M.
We don't need...
We don't need no
Don't.
stinking M.
It wasn't because the domain was unavailable. It was because we
Just
wanted
dot
it.
Co.
There's
if
lots
you
of merch
go-
on there.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you should be able to see it under the video.
Yeah, that's
Very
true.
nice.
That's a new thing for us. So feel free to support the channel if you're enjoying what you're watching. Drop us a like, hit subscribe, or buy some merch if you
Yeah.
need some new threads.
So we need a sticker for you killed the mayor, and Yeah, Skelly Boys.
You killed
Yeah.
the mayor.
So
I feel like
if
we're
we
going to be the
get-
ones buying this merch.
Oh yeah,
We should
100% I'm buying it.
we should make a goal if we get a certain number of views on this video or something.
Okay,
Then we'll give out a discount code,
sounds good. Yeah,
and
I'm
it
down
can
for
be Skelly Boys.
that. Okay. We'll say if the video hits 500 views, I'll
Yeah.
drop a discount code in the comments.
Yeah, let's do it.
Guys. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do animate dead, and I can't really do anything after that because I can't command them, and that takes a full action.
Okay.
So I think
Did you do the archers? Skeleton archers?
so. Animate dead doesn't let
Get archers or zombies?
the target becomes a skeleton if you choose bones, or a zombie if you choose a corpse. The only reason I use skeletons is because
He's a skeleton.
I'm a skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically they probably wouldn't be zombies, but that's all it says. Everything else is
Basic.
yeah.
Stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe all their flesh melted off in the fire.
I
Who
think
knows?
that's
Oh,
pretty.
That definitely
yeah.
happens. Yeah.
Okay, so if you're done, Zave, it's your go. Sully, you're on deck.
Okay, so these things are demons. Like as soon as they came out, like Divine Sense was like,
Yeah, I mean, your
Ring,
divine
ring,
sense
ring.
is ringing in your head. The ash creatures specifically are demons. However, the flame skulls. Does divine sense give you their denomination as well, or is it only demons?
only if it's like planar creatures, like fae, demons,
No,
devils, stuff like
the flame skulls are not giving anything off, but I feel like it's pretty easy enough to
They are not of
determine
this
what they
world.
are.
Yeah, detect good. Yeah, exactly. Celestial fiends. Undead.
Oh, it's bad.
Okay.
Oh, undead, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're undead. The skulls.
Okay. I'm gonna smite this shit out of this one in front of me then.
Okay, go
Yeah.
for it, man. Knock him on his
Smite
ass.
the almighty smiter.
First one is a nat one.
Okay, that's gonna miss.
Dude, I got some Will Wheaton level stuff going on over here. Second one. Come on. Okay, that's 11 plus 6, 17.
17 hits.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
I'm gonna smite him,
Okay.
and let's see. So I'm gonna use the second level smite,
Nice.
and that's,
Bring the heat, man.
So since he's undead, he gets an extra D8, right?
Well, these are fiends.
The undead is the skull.
The skull is undead.
These
I
are.
don't know. Divine Smite says it deals an extra D8 to like something. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you let me know. I've actually never. Paladin's the one class I've never played.
It's really fun.
It's very fun.
And what's fiends? 'Cause
Yeah,
fiends are of
1D
the abyss.
Yep, an extra 1d8 versus undeads and fiends.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
great.
it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Well, this is
one-
the combat for that.
Prime stomping ground.
3 for that, and then this. So this is gonna be my thing.
About to wreck shop.
Yeah.
Please do
I wish I could have hit him twice. That would have been nice.
crush this dude.
Okay, so not that high.
Oh, I thought that one
Yeah.
was a 7 too.
So that's 11, 16, 18, 18 plus 6, 18 plus 3.
21.
But wait. Most of that's radiant damage.
Okay.
I don't know if they're prone.
You see it take about 21 points of damage.
Okay.
As you
And then-
lay into this thing, light from above, very welcome, beautiful
Yeah.
golden light, illuminates the area. All of you sort of turn as you see this thing lit up. The flame that lights it from below is met by radiant energy that lights it from above. It is as it is struck asunder, still standing, but definitely took
I'm
some
gonna
damage.
shield bash it.
Okay.
All right. So opposed athletics.
That's 18 raw on the die, so
That's a-
19 total.
I got you. 21.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So he moves back 10 feet.
I
it
can
5?
I can knock him prone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna knock him prone.
No. No, this one.
Oh.
Okay.
And fly, and then I want to fly. Can I make it to the flame skull?
You have 30 feet, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, you
fly?
can just barely get there.
Was he in the air?
He was, and
How
I was
high
about
were
to about 10 feet. So I'll roll
He takes
one
a D6
one
of fall
d6.
damage.
Yes, he does.
Guys, you just.
I wasn't gonna forget.
He wasn't gonna let you.
No, don't forget.
Yeah.
All right, he takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he is knocked onto his back.
Nice. Okay, that's it.
All right.
Yep.
Sully, your go or you're on deck.
Seeing this, he will take advantage of this moment and sneak around this side piece, like in the crack between the tower and the roof.
Perfect.
Okay.
Reach under his cloak and he'll pull out a sword.
Like here?
A short sword. No, around by the demon.
By the demon.
Okay.
And he'll just go for a sneak attack stab right in the chest.
Okay. I'll say if you want, I'll say you're able to leap off the top of this structure.
Right
and
through the
just,
heart.
like, drive it down. Yeah.
Little purple maniac.
You've got your
Are you still
advantage,
purple?
man.
Did
So
you?
my brain
Oh, you're
is
not
just
purple.
Kick some ass.
Yes. Okay. So I have
I just
advantage here.
watched Horrible Bosses.
That
Where
was
he has the EpiPen
completely
and he's like,
unplanned.
"That'll do."
That's some good teamwork.
23 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
Yes.
Does this incur sneak attack damage?
Oh, it definitely does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 7 plus
I just watched.
I was just not going to prone to
16,
run away.
23
Imagine
points
his will just like
of piercing.
Yeah.
Nice.
23 to hit and 23 piercing. How
Jesus.
poetic.
You leap over top, you see this purple menace run up over top of a broken structure, leap down with a blade that shines bright as silver, and stab it straight into the gut of this creature. You hear it
Not a purple minion.
as some of the smoke is shaking off of it. Yeah, there you go.
Purple
Yeah.
minion.
Literally.
I said that in the group chat earlier.
It is still alive, but definitely bloodied. You see some of its form beginning to phase out of existence.
Okay.
Oh.
These things are pretty tough.
I think I have 2 weapon fighting.
Yes, stab it with a second
If you
one.
scroll all the way to the top, it should say on your action.
Stab it, boys.
Right
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll use a secondary attack with my dagger.
Okay. You won't have advantage on this one.
No.
And you won't get sneak attack either
This
way.
will just be straight up stab and poke. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Why you didn't have advantage on that?
Because he's revealed himself. He's no longer hidden.
hiding.
Oh, but he's prone.
Oh, yeah, you would have advantage. Sorry.
Ah,
I mean,
roll it for
it
the-
hits, but see if you get a 20.
Crit.
Yeah, you're right. I forget.
No crit.
But that's higher.
Yeah.
Close, yeah.
But max damage, 8 points of piercing.
Hell yeah. You see it's still not dead, and you just drive a second blade into its stomach.
Yeah, I know.
It's still kicking, but
Damn.
not looking good.
Run away.
Okay.
Are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay. Or it's your go, Rexus on Dexus.
Am I flanking with Rexus on this dude?
Texas.
You are. As you begin your turn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Constitution saving throw. No. Does blind sight help me with this at all?
Nope.
13.
Being next to these two creatures with the flames open and building them up, their ash is actually making it hard to breathe. You just barely are able to pull the oxygen out of the air that you need, and you are now immune to those two's ash effects for the next 24 hours.
Sweet.
So
So,
continue.
to back up to when he was hit, or
Uh-huh.
was hit, the fire started from his sword claws. I don't know what this thing was hitting me with, but starts to seep over him, and then before it can burn his skin, he absorbs it into himself, and his tattoos begin to glow. And I'm gonna activate my tattoos as my bonus action.
Oh, hell yeah.
And Or's gonna
Stand them all up.
look up to face this one that's between him and Rexus.
Okay.
But obviously it's magical darkness or whatever the hell it is, so his eyes are closed.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, this is cool.
And
you
I
guys
really-
just see glowing tattoos
Yeah.
from within the smoke.
And I just
still got
really
flames
hope
in
that I hit.
Yeah, tattoos and flames. It to someone on the outside, it actually looks like one singular creature, but it's like is that a giraffe? You can't quite tell.
I rolled a natural one, but then I was like, wait, I already asked if I'm flanking. I'm like, I am flanking.
Yes.
So the first hit on this guy is gonna be 18 plus 8, whatever.
Okay.
26.
Damage?
No.
I was like, holy
to
shit.
hit. I am gonna favored foe him though,
Okay,
so the damage is gonna be a lot.
but it definitely hits. Yeah.
I'm gonna just roll it because it's this plus the tattoo is this.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, wow,
That's
that
a
was really
lot of
bad.
dice.
The highest thing I rolled was a D4.
Oh, shit.
8 and then 1. Okay, so
9.
it's gonna be 8. Oh god, this is gonna be a lot of different damage types too.
That's fine. I will tell you, they are resistant to some damages, but they are not vulnerable to
Well,
anything.
because of the way absorb stuff works,
Oh,
I did
fire.
I did 1 fire. So
It's immune to fire.
It's immune to fire. So everything else is gonna be 8.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
The flames just sort of stoke the ash as you see. You feel.
yeah.
You feel even more black smoke pour out of it.
Yeah, and as ore hits, like the flames are kind of licking out, but then as the second hit comes in, there is no more fire. It is just normal tattoo. That is going to be 23 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
I'll take it.
Wait till he sees it.
I have an inspiration too. What is
I know. I'm joking.
You can get
10
advantage anytime you want.
bludgeoning on that one. Then I'm going to flurry of blows him.
Oh yeah, whittle him down, man.
Natural 20.
Oh hell yes. Roll some big damage. Big damage.
That is 6 plus. Oh wait, I actually should have been doing more damage. I'm gonna give you some more numbers in a second.
It's like playing Magic with us.
11 on that one.
Doubled to 22 or 11 total.
Double to 22.
Okay.
Then I haven't been adding my plus to any of the
And
three
this is all
previous hits.
bludgeoning?
All bludgeoning.
The tattoo doesn't give you something different?
It might give me force, maybe. I don't know. But plus 15 on top of everything I've told you so far, because I forgot to give you the plus 5 for
Oh
each of my
my
3 previous
god.
hits.
Okay.
They can't resist it, basically, is what the tattoo says.
They can't resist it?
Stop resisting.
Think.
I mean, I trust you, but I just want to make sure I...
Walk it back completely.
Tattoo with
Take away the
blue
22,
Yeah.
and then take away 5. I activated the tattoo as a bonus action.
Oh, I see. So you
Yeah.
didn't get
So
your-
that last
oh, no,
crit
you're
couldn't
not
have happened.
20.
The crit
Okay.
couldn't happen.
Well, that's
But
okay.
he did take an extra 10 from the first 2 instead of an extra 15 from the first 3.
Yes. Okay. So you see the glowing tattoos begin to burst through this creature on the other side as glowing tattoos illuminate the tracks that your fists are following.
So the strikes are considered magical for the purposes of overcoming immunity and resistances to non-magical attacks. Otherwise, it's bludgeoning.
Well, it's not resistance to non-magical. It's just it has resistance to a certain damage type that I don't want to reveal because it's too meta. So I just want to know what the damage type is.
Okay, it's bludgeoning, but I mean, do I know?
Well, the
that
tattoo
they're hitting?
damage. Is the tattoo bludgeoning as well? That's what I want to know. Sorry.
The tattoo does an extra D6 of force, and I wasn't.
Oh,
separating
yeah,
that
that's
out.
fine then. That's fine.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure. You said you thought it might be force, but I just wanted to confirm that it was.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
Are you staying there?
The other guy would take an attack of opportunity if I moved, huh?
I believe that they both would.
He wouldn't. The one I'm hitting wouldn't because I'm mobile, because I hit him.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah, I'm staying put.
Okay. Staying where you are, you will take 2d6 from the flame sphere.
There's no save for that?
Nope.
Okay.
If you end your turn within, what does it say? Within 5 feet of it. Any creature that ends its turn. Oh no, you do make a dex save. Okay.
Yeah, because you had us make a save last time. That's why.
Yeah, I thought it was just when it spawns in.
23.
Yeah, so you make it, but you will take half damage, which is half down to 3. It was
And then I'm
6.
going to reaction absorb elements again.
Okay,
To
so
half
it's
it to 1.
1. You take 1 point of fire damage. Getting my hits in.
No, that's fair.
Rexus, it is your go. What you doing?
I would like to switch my boots over
Okay.
here. I'm gonna be flanking him, but I can't sit right there. So
That's fine.
yeah,
I understand.
he'll probably take an attack of opportunity.
Not if you're staying within his range.
you're staying with his.
This guy.
That is a magical effect. That's a flame sphere.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm swinging my greatsword at.
Oh, you need to make a con save. Sorry.
I do.
Just like his.
Okay. 10.
You are poisoned.
Okay.
As you breathe in these noxious fumes coming off of these creatures, you begin to gasp for air. You can't quite catch your breath, and it's making it a lot harder to swing your big greatsword
Okay,
around.
Then I have to re-roll because I rolled with advantage, but I have disadvantage, so now I have straight. 13 to hit.
13 hits.
Is that poison?
Yeah, I just checked it.
Also, the darkness stuff. I don't know if that would have. You know.
Oh yeah, there's 5 feet of dark vision around.
13
Oh, yeah.
points of slashing,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
That's why I didn't move, because I didn't want it. The advantages canceling out the darkness, essentially.
Yeah. You only it's not 1 for 1. You
As
can't
long as you have one of
They don't
each.
stack.
An
They
inspiration
cancel,
I can
yeah.
use for advantage.
You can, but they don't stack. You're getting disadvantage already from the poison.
So I can-
Well, I'll give it to you because it's inspiration. Roll with advantage. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
24.
She know.
24 to hit. That hits.
The power of inspiration.
12 points of slashing damage.
Nice. As you bring your blade to bear twice, cutting through this creature, swinging somewhat wildly because you can't actually see it. You know from the feeling, the vibration in your blade that you're making purchase, and you know based on how many times you've hit this creature, it can't be feeling good. That said, it is now its turn.
Is it similarly like starting to dissipate like the other one, or
With your blind side, I would say you can see that yes, it is. Its form is beginning to dissimulate a bit.
It's like a never-ending like.
It is going to. It is going to move.
Never
And yes, I
ending
know that
breakdown.
it'll take an attack of opportunity, Sam.
okay?
Both of y'all.
It'll take one from both of y'all.
This is straight, right? The attack of opportunity is not at advantage.
Right.
Correct.
20.
Oh yeah.
It's 20 something.
Okay. That hits.
23.
That also hits.
10 slashing.
Okay.
13 bludgeoning.
Ooh.
Well, some of that's force, but 13.
The creature leaves your range, both of you slicing through it, just detecting that it's leaving your presence. It gets just outside of your range. It's in shambles, just barely holding it together as it erupts in a giant cloud of smoke. It is a 30-foot radius sphere centered on itself.
Oh.
So that'll get all the way to Brett.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it wanted.
get all of us.
Yeah, I was trying to get to Naze. I
No,
almost.
it'll get me.
Yeah,
for
I'll
sure.
say it definitely gets.
Get to Will too.
No, that's
No, that's too far.
Each of
That-
these are 20.
That that line back there, Alex, that I 3D printed, that's 30 feet. The line on top of the box. Yeah. I think that's 30 feet. Does it say it on there?
That looks
Test
like
it.
30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Test it. Oh, okay. It doesn't make bread.
Nope.
Just my
So
weight.
doesn't make Brett.
Just my wings.
Yeah.
Does get Naze. That's what it really wanted.
Yeah.
And it will technically get the other creature, but the other creature is immune to the damage that it's about to deal. So,
Also, Alex, heal at 13. I already took my reaction. I shouldn't have attack of opportunity.
aha.
Attack of opportunity is a reaction.
Yeah.
And I used it to absorb elements earlier.
So your skeletons, you, Rexus, and Or all need to make Constitution saves.
This is poison legends.
It is poison.
The skeletons are immune.
Aha!
And I have advantage.
Hell yeah, you do.
14 to save.
Correct.
14
You have
saves.
advantage on saving throws against
13.
disease and being poisoned.
Nice.
13 also saves.
And resistance to poison damage.
Cool. So you have it.
Nat 20.
Nice.
You definitely save. So,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
being that everyone's saved, if you're taking damage, or if you saved, basically, you're taking
Half.
11, half down to 5.
Okay, I thought that was
Half
half.
down to 2 for us. Because you're resistant.
Oh, okay.
It's half down to 5 because you saved, and then half down
down
again
because
because you're
you're
The
resistant.
skeletons don't take.
They don't take any of
You
it.
don't take any.
The ash buffets your face, but at this point, you guys are pretty well used to the atmosphere around you, and you shake it off. The creature's kind of like it kind of snarls at you, from what you can see, as it is still billowing smoke.
I'm poisoned. I have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. That's not saving throws.
No.
Not saving throws. Yep,
Just making sure.
just ability checks.
Nate's just. Smoke billows out.
So that's its turn. The other creature.
Can do the same thing.
Wait, is it dead?
No, it's still alive.
It's just looking.
It wasn't a
rough.
death burst. That's a one a day.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what I thought it
a
was
death
doing
burst,
to you.
too. Yeah.
Triggered from Pokemon's.
You've already used your reaction, so it can move.
Explosion.
Literally.
But it definitely likes
Coffin
the
gun.
darkness it's getting.
A tear.
The skeletons also have dark vision. How's that? What's up?
Do they have blind sight?
No.
This creature's going to skip over you and try and strike out at Rexus. It does have. Would it have advantage?
No, it's not flanked.
Yeah, but you can't see it.
And you're poison. Does poison give other things advantage?
Well, I could have seen it whenever it was coming to me, and no, it doesn't.
It's
It's
got like magical darkness
I know,
within
but
5
I
feet of
would've
it.
seen it until it got 5 feet.
Yeah, and then it starts swinging. And
But
you
then
can't
it
see
starts swinging.
You can't like dodge it because you don't know where the swing's coming from.
That's why he's choosing not to attack Sam, because he wants advantage.
My eyes
off
are
of that.
closed, baby.
If it makes you feel any better, it was a non-natural 20 and a 19 to hit.
Oh, there's
So the advantage didn't matter, is what he's saying.
And then the second one's a nat 20.
well, they both hit.
Okay? So I'll roll them individually so we don't get the damage mixed up. The first one is 3 points of slashing damage. And 6 points of fire damage.
That's a non-nat 20.
That's the non-nat 20.
Okay.
This one is 5 points of slashing damage.
So I take 5. If it was the nat 20, so you double it, but I have it.
No, I already doubled it. So half it down to 2.
How did you double and get to 5?
It's got a +1 or something.
It's got a
on
+1
there.
on the slashing. But the fire is 14 points.
How much total was that?
The second
5
hit,
and 14.
19.
19. Hold on a second. Go ahead and take that. But I think I'm gonna use. Yeah. Okay.
3 out of 6.
So I'm gonna see Rexus get hit, lean over and say, and yell out no, and you see a bright light just comes down from the heavens and rebukes the violent. Roll a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay.
I could swallow that. What is that?
Oh, they're not
That's
That's a nat 1,
Hell yeah.
and they have -1, so
Oh,
0.
0.
how much damage was it?
19
You
on the
take
second hit.
19 radiant damage.
Ooh, shit.
And if you
Okay.
roll in that one, is that like
Mirror force, baby.
Yeah.
The creature lashes out. All you hear in the darkness is, and then all of a sudden, you see a flash of light, and you see its face as it is just zapped for 19 points of damage
Nice.
instead of you taking that damage yourself.
Oh, I don't take it?
No, she
You don't
still
take.
takes it.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
They just take
Again,
the exact
paladin
amount.
things.
Yeah, she
Nice.
just takes the exact amount. Yeah.
I'm going to yell out, big save.
It's like as the strike goes through, like a mirror of light
Yeah.
comes out the other side.
Yeah.
All right. It is
Yeah.
Claw.
finally this creature's turn. He's going to
Freaking, like Shikamaru. throwing-
stand back up.
Oh, I forgot about old boy back there.
Yeah. He's been laying down for a while.
He was resting. He was
took a
taking
nap.
naps.
He's just going to attack you, Sally. I think this might be the first time you've been attacked.
I think so.
Yeah, you didn't take any damage last time.
I got more hit points than me.
A 14 to hit
Misses.
and
Nice.
a 22 to
Hits.
hit.
Ugh. I got one more of those things, just FYI.
I don't think I'm.
You take 3 points slashing
Oh, you take it regardless, just so that he can blast
Yeah.
it back.
and only 5 points
Yeah,
fire.
right.
God, you're lucky. God damn it.
No, you're just unlucky.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. The creature stands up and begins lashing at you, but you're so nimble that you're able to sort of back away and mitigate the damage. Even though it does nick you in the chest, you feel the scratch sort of burn for a moment, but it almost wakes you, snaps you into your senses, and you're ready to make a counterattack. It is now the Flame Skull's turn.
And he's got a friend.
There's two things?
Just one.
There were two.
Yeah.
You killed one of them.
All of these are considered undead, correct?
Like almost immediately.
The Ash Demons are fiends, and the Flame Skull is undead. Yep.
Yes.
I think it was established fiends earlier, and I think you would know that it's undead. This Flame Skull.
You're like, Carl?
Where have you been?
Oh, this is embarrassing.
It's like that scene in Friends whenever Phoebe meets her mugging friend. We used to mug people together.
It's just friends I do car pranks with. Yeah, it's from Reggie Stimson.
Yeah, we
Have
yes,
you watched
yes.
Reggie Stimson?
God, we should do car prank. We should do some car pranks.
Sam got us into it, and there's
So
one
funny.
where he's like, this like biker gang that they're fighting, and he gets in like a shootout with them, and his wife's like, "Who is that?" He's like, "It's just guys I do car pranks with." So funny. Yeah.
Can you leave me alone, sir? Thank you. Keep
Just
yourself
looking to see how
over
far
there.
you can
Yeah.
move it.
The Flame Skull is going to stay where it is and just lob a little spark that goes over the top of this tree and
on
lands right there as a
How-
giant explosion of flame
Fireball.
erupts from there.
These guys are gnarly.
You need to make a dex save. Both your skeletons need to make dex saves. You need to make a dex save, and or you also need to make a dex
Something I
save.
can
Is he
see, right?
further than 60 feet away from me?
No, he's about 50.
You sure?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Before you find out, I'm gonna counterspell it.
Yeah. The second you asked, I was like, God fucking damn it.
Son of a
He
bitch.
said, "I'm not sure."
It's close because this is 40.
Well, like I said, that line you
Yeah.
have, Alex, is 30.
line.
It's
Yeah.
outside, yeah.
No, it's inside.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, so you
That's
can
why I
counterspell
kinda
it.
hesitated, because counterspell.
Okay. So the
He just hawks a loogie.
the
and
ember
then-
like
Yeah.
sits and does nothing.
I take my mask off.
I usually give my casters. I usually give my casters counterspell as well, but Flame Skulls don't have it.
That's funny.
Dang it.
Get wrecked, son.
I'm gonna put my
Get
hands on my skelly
wrecked,
boys.
Get wrecked.
Yeah.
It is going to
On
move
Dexes.
its flaming sphere as a bonus action and ram it into you, Sam.
Deck save.
Yeah, make a dex save.
Woo! 26.
Okay, so you make the save. And you still have resistance, I believe, but it is
Yup.
11 points this time
So half to,
to 5. All right, it didn't do nothing. It did something.
What is the
Naze,
deck save?
it's
Wait,
your
no,
go.
but it's half twice, right?
Oh,
Because I
yeah,
saved.
you did save. Yep.
I was like, what did the save get me?
Save gets you nothing.
Save?
Oh, I'm just making you roll for nothing.
No.
Naze, it's your go. Zave, you're on deck.
Ever heard of Magic Cruise Missile?
Immediately, I'm gonna command the skeletons to just tear these demons apart.
Okay, so they are still shrouded in that magical darkness.
Okay.
So unless the skeletons have blind sight or something to that effect,
Maybe
they
they'll
will
have
be
eyes.
disadvantaged attacks.
Make them flank.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if they're flanking, you basically
Then they
neutralize that.
just roll it straight.
That's just straight roll.
Can they?
They flank each other on
They can
accident.
just get around. They're just a little.
They clobber
Clears
each
and
other.
they just got each other by the throat.
No, look, just put him.
Yeah, if you just put him closer to the flame sphere.
Yeah. Just put him right on that flaming part. Yeah.
Go right next to that fire guy.
He's gonna be totally totally fine next turn.
Just get him real
Oh, well, no, they needed
close.
that. Yeah, anyway. Okay, and then I'll roll 2 damage rolls. I'll roll them separately.
Yep.
One's a 12,
It's a hit.
and then one's a 19.
Both hit, actually.
Wow.
The 12 is its AC.
Did you
It
roll
kind of
advantage
relies
both
on the
of those?
smoke.
No,
Smokiness.
because it's because
Great
of
roll
the
because
Yeah,
blind.
Fair enough.
Custom stat block, by the way.
Oh?
I don't know if you guys are enjoying it. It's
I am.
Oh, is
fun
it?
to
I
run.
like it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a d6 plus 5.
It is fun to run.
So 8 damage on the
We
first
tried.
hit.
Okay.
And we told to get in a building, and now we have to fight
7
these
on the
things.
second one.
That's exactly what you needed. As the second skeleton, the skeletons kind of move in, and the creature you can tell is like not really
Corporeal.
threatened by this.
You told me
You only see the ash, but you catch glimpses of the creature, and it's just focused on you. The first one sort of stabs a spear, and it turns and looks, and the second one stabs a spear, and as the second one stabs in, both of them are sort of like holding it aloft with their spears, and
it dies.
yeah.
Sweet.
Nice.
Owie, he said.
The skeleton's full of Google Bob.
Joyous.
Now, Caleb, I will tell you this because I feel bad for telling you to move next to the flame sphere. If your skeleton ends its turn there, it will have to make a dex save against the damage.
So it has to move.
More movement.
Yeah, you have enough movement. You can move it away if you want to. If not, I'm fine if you want to leave it there.
You just move it to where the other one is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do
Okay with me.
Yeah, let me do that because I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you're good. Sorry, I didn't mean to
One of
distract
no,
you.
that's not you.
One skeleton
cool,
gets
yeah.
on the other skeleton's shoulder.
I'm gonna move.
Like
Mega
the skeletons from the
skeleton.
Scooby-Doo movie.
They're in a trench coat.
here with my
They're in a
friend.
trench coat.
Skelezord.
Skelly boys.
So because of their not dark vision, not dark. What is it called again?
Blind sight.
Yeah, thank you. How would casting spells on it go?
Are you casting a spell onto the skeleton?
Scratch that. Don't even worry about that. I'm going to look over at the flaming skeleton, the skull,
Yeah.
and I will cast.
Oh, yeah, because that was just the skeletons, man.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question. The foggy guy hasn't cast any spells.
Just
Demon
said
guy?
innate
They
ability.
they are not spellcasters.
Okay, that's what I was just wondering.
I
They
think.
did that ash thing.
I just
Yeah,
didn't know if any
it's
of
a
it was
1-a-day
spells.
ability.
Got it.
Yeah, and it just is basically exuding the ash that makes up its body. So it's not a spell.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on it.
Okay.
It does. It is poison damage, just in case that factors into anything.
It does.
Okay. Nat 20, so
Nice.
27 to hit.
Double
You
them
slip.
dice.
You slip out the ray. It's disgusting looking. Slams into the skull, but its eyes are locked on Zave. Doesn't even phase it.
Okay. And then that's going to be 10, 12.
It is immune to poison.
Okay.
Yeah. You've discovered 2 of its immunities.
I was worried about that. Okay.
Flame skulls are kind of a bitch
And that's
Fire and poison.
so far.
it. I see. The thing I'm worried about is because if it's necrotic damage, dude, I'm fucked. I can't
do anything.
I almost like can't touch
You run
it.
out of options.
Yeah.
You need them skeletons to scoot on over there quick.
Like the other ones. Oh.
Is that it for you?
Yeah. I can't do
Okay.
anything else.
Zave, it is your go,
I'm gonna
and
smack
Sully, you're on deck.
I'm gonna smack this thing up from it.
All right. Smack him.
Yep, that helps.
What was there, 18, 13? Yeah, definitely.
It was, yeah.
Yeah,
But
radiant
divi-
damage.
Yeah, I'm a divine smite this thing. There you go. Smitey smite. The radiant doesn't make a difference.
What did you roll for the?
Rolled a 15 and on the dice plus 6.
Oh,
21.
plus 6.
Yeah.
Cool. I was like, if it's a 15, he about to shield. Just saying.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, plus 6. Yeah. first one. 4, 10, 15, 19 points of damage.
Ooh.
19 points of damage.
You light into this thing as the radiant energy clears. You see that it is still standing, but there's a large, sizable crack that crosses over into one of its eye sockets.
Okay. I'm swinging at it again.
All right.
8 plus 6.
13.
14.
14.
Stacy was 13, huh?
Yeah, it's
No,
going
it's
to
just-
it's going to cast shield.
Okay.
It wants to stay alive.
Yeah, well, of course.
Would have been better for the first one, but that's all good.
And those things are floating?
No, I mean they're not flying.
Okay. I'm just
They do.
They hover, right?
Yeah.
I'm a bash it prone.
Is it?
If it hovers, then I'm pretty sure it's immune.
It is hovering. Sorry.
Or
You would
is
be able to tell this.
Is it immune from the prone condition? If
You
it's
can
not-
attempt it and find out.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna attempt this shit. Good. Rolled a 8 and 6, 14.
It rolled a 17 minus 5. It has a 1 in strength,
Nice.
but it is immune to prone.
Okay.
So now you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the million.
Yeah.
Poison damage. Fire damage. We
Dude.
got this.
Oh.
Flame skulls are a bitch that way. These other guys are pretty immune to
I'm
things
gonna,
too.
and then I'm gonna fly. I'm worried about, I'm worried about,
it wasn't before.
I don't know his name. I'm worried about Sully.
It's always good, baby.
Well, I want to give you advantage. I'm gonna go fly over there.
To Sully?
Yeah, I'll take a.
Attack of opportunity.
Well, it uses reaction for shield,
Oh,
so
that's right.
Ha! Sucker.
I also don't think that it would be able to do much with a 1 strength score. So,
Yeah, I think unarmed strike is what 1 plus your strength mod. So
yeah, it might end up healing you.
It is confusion.
That's good.
All right, Sully, it's your go, or you're on deck.
I'm gonna give him a little bit of that pokey treatment.
All right, man.
The little hokey pokey.
A little ahi tuna coming at you.
Little slice and dice, baby. 26 to hit.
26 definitely hits.
Yes. Is that an 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogues, man.
7 plus
Get him.
13 is 20 points of damage.
20. As you basically, the blade is still in the creature. You pull it back out and just shove it right back in. He is nearly gone.
Come
you can
on.
see the ash sort of like flickering,
Shove it
and
in and get 'em.
its form is almost completely
Dagger
dissipated.
time.
You see a gnashing mouth every now and again.
Just like
Don't you ever die!
solid.
It's like go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
22 to hit.
That does hit.
And that's 5 points of piercing.
All right.
Just enough.
Got
Six.
He had 2 left.
it. Nice. You got him.
Thank
You
God.
got him.
You finally pull your blade back out and just take the dagger and slice right through it as it is just disappeared.
Sick.
All right, you guys got 2 enemies left. If that's it for you, Sully, then or it's your go.
I'll jump up and give you a high five.
Yeah, Or's gonna
Covered
Very
in
angry
ash
man.
and blood like
So-
a
angle his head towards this guy,
He killed
little
another.
10-year-old kid.
and eyes still closed. Natural 20. There
Hell
we go.
yes.
It
Hit
comes
him,
back.
Bob.
I'm gonna
We've
move
had a lot
my.
in that 20s.
Well, one of them didn't count. I'm gonna move.
We still rolled it.
Yeah. I'm gonna move my favored foe to this guy as a free action.
Okay. That's a lot of
D6
dice.
took no, it was 1d6. I just took a journey in there.
Was finding itself.
6 plus 4, that's
One is
10,
not a
so
good
that's
roll for you.
15.
Is that doubled?
Oh, no, so 6 double. No, 10 double to 20, so 25.
Holy hell.
How's he looking?
It's not expecting you to land a blow so cleanly. With your blind sight, you
the tattoo
find
goes,
a
like, through
perfect
it.
pinpoint. You actually shove your fist up through where its rib cage would be, striking at the heart of it, and you just hear a sort of guttural gasp as it inhales.
Kalimar,
Yeah.
bitch.
Sam, someone just said in chat that your dice tower sounds like Mr. Krabs walking.
Oh, that's good.
It makes me love it even more. It's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
I can't hear it.
You can't unhear it. That's so good.
That's 9 plus 3
We
is
need to just
12.
get, like,
So
raw
17
audio of him and then just loop it.
more damage.
Okay.
I want that to be my ringtone. So when he calls
You
me.
pull your hand back out, basically doing the next bit of damage. It's still standing, but you can see that it is concerned at you as it turns and is like looking in your direction,
Flurry,
checking to make sure it's all still there.
flurry of blows, baby.
All right.
Oh, this one's cocked. Oh, that might not do it. That is 14.
That hits. They don't have a high AC.
And that is 9, 14 more damage.
Okay. It's still standing, but just barely.
Bro.
That is 13 on the dice, so well
That
above
hits.
What I just rolled. 6, 10, 15.
All right. With one final fist, you conjure all of your positive energy into your closed fist and drive it through the creature. As you do, eyes still closed, the darkness as well as it vanishes, and everyone just sees you sort of power posed right there.
Can I flavor? So the tattoo gives me 15 foot of reach. So can I flavor that when the tattoo also reaches through and goes it's like a tree branching out from behind?
Oh,
this
yeah,
guy.
nice.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else with your turn with your
I'm gonna
movement
move
or
away from this freaking fireball.
Oh, you you were immune to the other thing. It's only if you end your turn there.
Yeah, you could run up to the.
Oh no, did my light die?
Yeah, but I don't have any more hits. So like,
But you can keep it from getting away.
I guess so.
Give it a new advantage whenever you think it.
50 feet will get me to him? I don't know.
All of a sudden, the bright light comes from the southwest.
You want to swap this out for that one, Caleb?
Did it die?
Yeah, I think so. It must
Very
have.
hot.
Does 50 feet get me
I have to
from-
run him. I have to run him pretty high on the.
Ooh, it's really hot.
Man over here.
What is it?
Does 50 feet get me
Well,
from
Well,
where I
was trying
was
figure out where
to
it
this
was
thing?
hot. It's the side.
I'm pretty sure,
still
right?
hot.
It's 10,
Like, it's
50 feet.
Well, I was trying to figure out where
Yeah,
I could
you can
grab
make it for sure.
Okay.
So I was trying to
Sorry,
turn it
Sam.
off, yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
All right.
You can leave it loose, Caleb. That's fine. It'll be okay.
And you could cook an egg on it.
I have a feeling we're almost done with this combat, so it doesn't have to last much longer.
I wonder if these little plastic things don't let it cycle heat very well.
It does, but they have to be on like 100% because the hex panels that are on these that I 3D printed,
Diffuse it.
it basically focuses the light, but it also
It
loses
has,
a
like,
lot of light.
vent, though?
Yeah, it does.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's got an open slot on the side for vents. Go ahead,
Oh, I
Sam.
see. Okay.
That was it. I bonus action, and moved.
Super hot.
That's
All
everything.
right.
Yeah.
Rexus, it is your go.
Hey, Rex.
You're still poisoned, but you're free to do some things.
I'm gonna go right there.
Okay. Roll your neutral attack.
It's a nat 1.
Okay.
It might have just overheated.
Nat 1 is not going to hit.
Second attack.
Not this time.
16 to hit.
16 hits. Roll your damage.
14 to hit. 14
14
slashing.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay. As you crack down into this flaming skull, the crack near its eye socket actually widens so much that part of the skull is like now dangling off. It is hanging on by a thread, but still alive.
It's the nearly headless
I was
flame
just
skull.
about to be like, really headless.
And it's its turn. What can it do?
the flame skull thing.
Yeah.
It's the only thing left.
Is there a self-destruct on the flame troll?
It's going to take the flaming sphere and ram it into ore.
It's got 50 feet of movement on that thing?
It's 30.
Old Tattoo
Well,
Jones.
Oh, okay. But I didn't need my full 50.
Yeah, you didn't
You
need your
wait,
full
Gotcha,
50.
gotcha.
I can't tell you.
Offended.
It's
Dex
on the other
save.
side
Yeah,
of
it's
this.
on that side of it.
I thought that was a 1. 14.
You save,
It's a 7.
so 10 points of fire damage,
that's the one.
half to 5.
10, half to 5. And I don't have any more spell slots, so I can't do the
Okay.
other thing.
So you'll take the 5 fire damage as it rams into you. What else can it really do here? It is going to...
Does poison go away with a long rest?
Yeah.
It's going to magic missile Rexus.
I think lesser rest then. Maybe greater.
Actually, it's going to
Lesser
magic
damage.
missile or...
What, like a long rest doesn't do it away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So magic missile me.
And it's going to... Well, no, it doesn't have... It has to be at first level. Doesn't have any more spell slots. 3...
Are there lethal poisons in D&D?
Yeah. There are. Like if you craft your poison and throw your blade and stuff.
11 points
there
of
are
force
different
damage.
types.
So I can
Different levels of
I can deflect missiles. These or no?
They're magical.
Magical. I don't know how to deflect missiles.
I think it's got to
works,
be
'cause
a
I've never used it.
physical, like... Because you can catch it and throw it back.
Yeah,
It's
and
got to be a
magic missiles
projectile.
always hit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can deflect magic
leave that
missiles.
up
I
Ranged
also...
weapon attack. So
Yeah.
no. Okay, how much was it?
11 force damage.
11.
Okay, well this like does this much poison damage, but it also.
Oars hurt.
And this creature is not moving. It doesn't want to. Naze, it's your turn.
How?
Xavier, on,
Because
you're
as
on
soon
deck.
as it moves,
Oh yeah.
Dead.
In a whirl of pain.
Yeah.
Wait, are you hurt?
Oh yeah, bad.
Bad?
Oh, bad.
His tattoos are gone.
he's shrinking away. He also
look
turned
over, you
purple.
I'm almost single digits. Let's put it that way.
I don't know why.
I'm almost single digits.
I swear I didn't do this.
Okay, I'm gonna have the skeletons. Yeah, they're gonna make ranged weapon attacks, which it's still just a +4 to hit. They're both gonna go after old boy.
What's their movement?
30 feet.
That one can definitely get there because I was
30,
standing next to
baby.
him.
Yeah, they both can get this. And they could flank.
Okay, sweet. Well, then we'll just do
We got you surrounded.
Yeah.
Skull.
They have advantage.
15.
They have advantage.
15 hits.
They have
Oh.
advantage.
2 15s.
Okay.
They both hit.
Let me just do dice on here since it's doubled.
I think that'll probably kill it.
Maybe.
We'll see. It explodes in fiery spray.
We haven't done piercing to it yet. Is it immune to piercing? Is that what these things are doing?
You found this secret immediately.
+2?
We can't pierce a skull.
First one's 9.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Hell yeah.
Skeleton killing the fire skeleton thing.
Spoopy skeletons.
Yeah, I think as the skull, he's going to probably be like, he's focused on.
Anyone else?
Rexus?
I'm losing Rexus. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just kept thinking the word Nexus. That's not right. They're just going to run up, and he'll probably hear a little clattering behind him, and he'll just kind of see him like. I don't know if you guys ever seen like the first season of Scooby-Doo back in the day.
Oh, hell yeah.
The spooky space kook.
Yeah.
So the skeleton will just run up to him and kind of be like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
fucking creepy ass laugh, and he'll just poke them straight through the other eye.
Nice.
Yeah. So the part of its skull falls off. The flames are extinguished. Funny side note. It is resistant to piercing damage, but it didn't matter. It only had 2 hit points. I was like,
We hadn't done it to it
I
yet.
was like, if he rolls ones,
We found it. We found all of them. We did it.
That's so funny.
Completed a
Are they
round
resistant to
path, little-
necrotic damage?
they are resistant to necrotic damage.
do it.
The other immunity is cold damage, actually.
Damn.
Weirdly enough. So with that, the threats appear to be subsided. You are all now out of initiative.
But it sounded like there was a butt on the end of that.
There is. He's just changing the music.
I am.
Can I?
That was a lot.
Weird question. Can I finish my turn before you keep going?
Yeah, of course.
He's taking Scaly Boys.
Seeing Orr very wounded at this point, and for some reason, maybe liking these people that I'm with. And honestly,
It's the story I told you.
I just really wanted to use this spell. I'm gonna cast a spell called Life Transference.
Okay.
I will take 4d8.
You can pain split me?
Oh, jeez.
Let me see. You take 4d8 necrotic damage, but can be reduced in any way. And one creature of your choice that you can see within range regains a number of hit points equal to twice the necrotic damage you take.
Oh, gosh.
So you regain 30 hit points.
Damn. And you're immune to necrotic.
Well, but it
Right?
can't be
No,
reduced in
he's
any way,
higher.
it says.
Yeah, it can't be reduced at all. Because probably just because of the spell's nature.
It's pretty powerful.
Yeah. That's
Still
it.
not full, but definitely appreciated.
Yeah.
As you all tend to your wounds,
So you took 15 from that? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Interesting.
as you all tend to your wounds and make sure everyone's okay, you look around at the shattered landscape beyond your immediate vicinity. The flames still rage. And this is only one part of the destruction. Now the cacophony of odd spells and wild creatures subdued, citizens begin to move out from their places of shelter. Those that survived, taking stock on what's left of their city. It's a sad sight. A city that prided on itself on being so unaffected by the war that had just ended has seen calamity fall onto itself. And as you look upon them, you see once more a shadow move above you. As the dragon circles back and moves back towards where it came from. You're focused on it in the silence amongst the crackle of flames and chewing on splintered wood is broken by one such citygoer who looks up towards the split mountain. Gotta kill that fucking thing. And that is where we will end our session for the night. Well, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out in one of probably my favorite streams that we've ever done.
That was really
That
fun.
was absolutely wild.
Front to
You
back.
guys did fantastically.
That was fun.
I have been dreaming of this day for a long, long time. Long-time watchers of the channel may be interested to see how some of the next few events play out. Considering another particular adventure we ran ended in a volcanic eruption. I'll leave that for you guys to discover, but if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the merch if you need some more some fresh threads.
Get this video to 500 views so you can get you a Skelly Boy discount code.
And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.